questions appear. Sonoran Mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. Shuffle the deck, feel the air. Whispers of the unknown everywhere. Life's tough questions fade to light. With Dawn and Angie by your side. Sonoran Mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow. The veil is thin, the stars align. Unlock the secrets, time to shine. Feel the magic, let it flow. Together through the mystic show. Sonoran Mystic guiding your way. A5 says brings light to your day. Psychic vibes and mediumship glow. It's the show where mysteries grow.
How are you? Oh, I think you're muted. Yes.
There we go.
Hey,
Hello.
how are you?
I'm fine now that
On
I'm
this
not muted.
brisk Wednesday. It is a little bit chilly out there, Don. I don't know that I like it.
It is, and it's been sprinkling here. We didn't get like a
Just
really
a
good
little
lead.
bit. Yeah, just a little bit. When I went out today to get food, it was sprinkling just a little bit.
Yeah, we had a little sprinkle earlier, and then we had sprinkling just before before I went live. I was like, well, this is kind of nice, but it's again nothing heavy, and I like if it comes down too heavy, man, it can get destructive, as you know here. So it's like I don't want that.
Yeah. I went for my walk on Monday because it's been breezy for a while, and that gust of wind came through, and I was like, oh, this jacket is a little bit thin for that gust of wind. So it has been a lot. Hey, Kay. She said it's
Hey,
9
Kay.
o'clock there. I think she's in Florida.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice to see you, NK.
I think. I don't want to. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she said Florida.
And Angelique, nice to see you in as
Hi,
well.
Angelique. How are you?
We have nobody from Facebook posting yet, but there are people on Facebook, I see.
Okay.
So sometimes we get the Facebook fidgety issues going on. I never know. I never know what to expect, you know? The other day I was actually on someone's private. Hey, Shelly, nice to see you in.
Oh my gosh. Hi, Shelly.
Isn't Shelly, wasn't Shelly one of the people that came to one of our events at the psychic fair, and they were in the Shelly and her group of friends were. Shelly, weren't you one of the group of friends in the audience? Remember Angie and you? One of them.
I think
they were
so,
teachers.
but I can't remember. And I usually rember everything. I just think
Yeah.
I don't know her. I don't remember her name, but I do think that you're true because I thought she was one of your family members at first, and you were like, no, I think she was from the psychic fair when we did that presentation, and she was in the audience that day.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I think that's her. Yeah.
I had there was like 4 people there, and then
Yeah.
and I think one of them was like I think she was a teacher or somebody else was a teacher in the group. Shelly, can you remind us, is that you? Because I mean I remember you from class too, because then you came to Tina's class as well at one point. But I'm sure that I'm almost certain that we first met her at that event. And that was a fun event, by the way. I enjoyed that immensely. That was great.
Yeah. Hi, Miss Brenda. Oh,
Oh,
I
Miss
just
Brenda.
love seeing Miss Brenda in class. She's such a breath of fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Melissa from New Zealand,
Yeah,
and
dog up too. I
um,
can't post.
hey, I'm glad that you took time off to look for a job. I just get a nice exhale from you, like a relaxation. I'm still a little bit wound up tight, but I feel like you're really enjoying this time off.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Someone's I think maybe it was Harley that posted it. It said if you really want to ground yourself, sprinkle some salt on the ground and stand on it for about 10 minutes or put your feet on it for 10 minutes. It'll trick the body into thinking that you're in sand and ground you. I said, maybe
Oh, really?
Mhm. Harley
Hmm.
posted it today on Facebook, and I was like, maybe I'll try that.
I
But
like the
yeah,
sound of it.
she was like, you could just get a little kiddie pool or a little tub or
Mhm.
something, and put a little salt in it and just put your feet in it, and I might have to do that.
Yeah, I kind of like that. Just to try. What the hell? What if it doesn't work? Who cares, right? At least it tried.
Exactly. She says no, that's not her. So that wasn't her, Don. Then I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. For some reason,
So we met you online, Miss Shelley. Either way, we love to see you and welcome back.
oh, absolutely, absolutely. I was just trying to put a face to it.
Exactly. Then it's not
Yeah.
who I thought it was either.
But we've met you in person or no, Shelley? Do
She
do
says she's been to a
do.
lot of psychic fairs, but maybe she just doesn't remember us. Or you know what? Maybe we're implanting memories. Oh, that's enough. I've heard good stuff about that too, Miss Kay. Put a little salt in there. Oh, she's been in Tina class.
So okay, Tina's class then. Okay, all right,
Then I
super. Yeah,
definitely don't
and
know that.
you and another friend, both blondes. Is that right?
Oh, then maybe that's it. Then maybe
Yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
Okay. I need to go to class and just give Miss Tina a nice hug. I talk about her so much. Her ears ought to just be ringing and burning or something because I'm always like, well, Tina taught us this and Tina was that and Tina, like, she's a great introduction. Like, if you're going to start, Miss Tina
Hmm.
is the best introduction into it ever because she gives you such an ease of understanding, and she doesn't like scare you. She doesn't sensationalize you. She gives you the facts about it, but it's just a really nice introduction into psychic mediumship and the whole phenomenon.
And she creates a great environment for you to be there. And I
Exactly.
think that
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Hmm.
There's no judgment, you know.
Hmm. Who signed the book for me, Don? Super, super. Yeah, exactly. And also, everybody, happy Chinese New Year, the new Lunar New Year. And this is the year of the fire horse. And so, actually, yesterday
Oh,
and
that's nice.
today, or was it Monday? Monday and yesterday were the 2 days because they are part of the transitional period that it is not good for you to do contracts. So if you did contracts, if you signed contracts or something, the Monday or Tuesday, or you did some serious business transaction, uh, do some kind of ritual to bless it because it says that sometimes it doesn't go so well because of that. And it's one of those things that's because they're so sacred, the days are sacred. It kind of creates juju around the situation. And I will tell you what, remember Harley told us. Oh, you weren't there Monday, but Harley told us on Monday that was the case, right? And then it's interesting. My son and I went out yesterday. We took the Lucid because our other car was in the shop, right? And I hadn't really charged up the Lucid all the way. And we get in the car, and he's like, he's like, can we go over there and check that bike out? And he's like, it's a really good deal. We get in the car, we're starting to drive, and the guy's like, well, there's 4 people interested. So if you really want to hold it, send me 250 and I'll lock it down for you in pending. I said, burn, 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 burn. No, well, wait a minute, And of course, he's in Florence, Arizona, which is a long way away, right? And I didn't realize it because I thought I had enough charge in my electric vehicle. But guess what? It took a lot to get there and a longer than I anticipated, a longer direction. So on the way back, we had to stop on the 202 at one of the fast charging stations. And I'll explain that in a minute. But anyway, it's so funny. We're driving down there, and the guys were really getting pushy about that. I'm like, I said, Michael, look on his Facebook, because we're looking at it through Facebook Marketplace, right? I said, look on his Facebook page. Does this guy have any transactions happening? Does he have any postings? His site his page was created in November, I think it was, of October of this past year, and he had one post. And I'm like, bah, 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 bah. And then
Remember that scam? That's a similar scam back in the day where they would be like, "Oh, send me half of the money," because they would
yep,
give you a really nice car for a really ridiculous deal. Send me
exactly,
half of the money, and
yeah,
then we'll meet or I'll ship it to you. They almost got my brother like that, and he was like,
yep.
"Something just didn't feel right." Nah, I
Yeah,
didn't.
no, it wasn't feeling right. And I said, and when that happened, I went, wait a minute. And then the guy kept getting, so I said, and Michael, so what do we do? I said, Michael, I need you to just focus on your skills. Focus. What are you picking up? And he's like, I don't know. I'm not feeling good. I'm like, I think you're picking up the same thing I am, because there's all the signs are pretty obvious, right? And so I told him, I said, tell the guy we're getting on the 202 already. We're getting ready to enter the 202. If he's already got it sold, then let us know and we'll just turn around. That's no problem. So he said, oh, no, keep coming, because, nobody's here yet, but whoever comes first, I'm first serve. But if you send me it now, you'll get it. And I'm like, no, tell him we're on the 202. And, I said, say, we are coming there. And so when we get there, so we drive there, and then he, one or two more times he tries that. And I'm like, yeah, no. And then all of a sudden on the bottom pops up this Facebook notice saying it may be a scam, right? And
Son
I'm
of a
like,
gun.
oh. And
Son of a
so
gun.
finally we get there, when we pull up, and because I had Michael even do a Google search to make sure that the house exists and the street view, and it does exist. And then I also had him try to find who owns that house, whether the guy's name is associated with the house, and if there's any association. And he put the name in and he put the address in, and nothing came up for the guy in that area. That doesn't mean nothing anyway, because if you rent sometimes. So we were doing our due diligence while we're driving, but I'm like, let's do some due diligence here. So we pull up, we're looking around. He texts the guy, said we're here, and nothing. So we hear somebody inside. So I go in, I go up, and we push the doorbell, and the guy comes out. And we're like, we're here to look at the motorcycle. And he said, I don't even have a motorcycle. I'm like, oh, I said, it was listed here. And he's like, no. I said, okay, no problem. Sorry, thank you. And so we walked out. And now, of course, I don't know if the guy probably isn't involved. He's probably innocent in that sense. And they chose a distance in Florence. So it created that feel of, I've got to have it and I can't get there in time kind of
And
deal.
if I scam enough 250s out of people, I can get quick $1,000.
Exactly. So we came back out of the house, about by the yard. I mean, not the house, because we're in the house, but and we come out of the yard. We're standing there and we're looking, and and I said, yeah, we didn't get it wrong. Let's look at the address. Yeah, it's fine. And then this other guy gets out of a truck that was a little down from us. He said, did y'all come for a motorcycle too? I said, yeah, we did. And he said, so did I. And he said, did you send 250? Because I didn't. And I said, no, we didn't. And he said, I got the same scam, and they did the same 250 for me. And so we both reported it. And within minutes, Facebook had brought it down as a scam, because it truly was a scam. And so again, Harley said, don't do it. And so we were very cautious. And then, funny enough, we drive back and we get to the charging station, because we wanted to go check out another bike, and we needed a charge. And so I plug it in and go have something to eat while it's charging. And we come back and it's like 51 minutes and it's not charged. I'm like, what? And I'm thinking, oh, geez. And so while I'm on the phone with Lucid, starting to figure out what's going on, Michael finally got it to start working. And man, I tell you what, it charged within 15 minutes. It charged like 75% full. I mean,
And you were
so
like, let's
fast.
go. We're on our way home.
I know. No. What we did, we got in the car then, and we drove to the second place. So we visited that guy, and then while we are visiting with him, Michael finds a problem with the forks. They're bleeding, liquid, and so he's like, okay, we got a problem here. The guy's like, well, yeah, well, I didn't see that. And it's like, well, Michael's like, it's a lot here. I'm surprised you didn't see it. And so then the guy's like, hey, if you want it this way, we buy it. So then what happened is we drove to the bank, because we were thinking about going and getting the money. And I said, you didn't negotiate. Michael's like, oh, that's right, I forgot to not negotiate. I said, before you do though, call and see how much. To get the forks, the cushions done in the new fork for forks, $700. I'm like, oh, no, you need to. So we called the guy. He called the guy back and said, I totally want the bike, still committed to doing it. However, we called two different places, and I told him to name the places so the guys knows we're not playing a game. We're not running a game on him. We really did call. And he said these both places $600 to $700, $600 to $700 to replace those. And the guy's like, no, I can't get any cheaper than that. And he's like, that's what I priced it at. And we're like, all right, thank you. So guess what? We avoided bad contracts, bad deals. The spirits in the universe watched over us and said, we're going to take care of you. Even if you try to break our rule, we're going to help you.
Oh my gosh, so much to say about that. But hold on. Hi, Harley. Yes, Miss Bonnie, we were talking about Tina when you first said Tina. Hey, K Weezy, I'm so happy that your dad came to your dreams. Angels put a comment in and said it could have. You guys are lucky that it wasn't one of those surprise attacks where they have you go to a location, then they come out and jump you and rob you. So lucky it wasn't that. Selma, who's asking about the job, I think we read you last week and you weren't there. We had a really good reading for you. I can't remember, but I thought we started reading you and you didn't show up, so we stopped. But on the New Year, all the stuff that they were saying about the Chinese New Year, my grandmother has said that all the time, and I just thought it was like, old wives' tale. She used to be like,
Mhm.
you can't wash clothes. For New Year's, you couldn't sweep the floor. Like you couldn't do a lot of things in my grandmother's house because
Mhm.
she was like, you're sweeping away your blessings or you're sweeping a family member out of the house. Like my grandmother was very superstitious about things about the New Year, and so it seems like
Mhm.
it all flows over into the Chinese New Year
Yeah,
either. It's probably all the same energy, same things that they're telling you, just
probably so.
everybody applies it a different way or to a different
Mhm.
um whatever they call their new year. But that is so that is so different.
Yeah.
Oh, and speaking of scams, like I was on the dating site and I actually went on a date with this guy. I met this guy on there. We had been going back and forth messaging online. He invited me out one day and then we ended up going on a second date. And then right after that, it was kind of like we just kind of all the communication just fell. Like a year later, earlier this year, I got a message from the actual site that I was on
Mhm.
saying, you had interactions with this person through our site. He was uh uh banned from our site for fraud. And I was like, oh my God, they got you.
What?
Yeah. So
Oh my goodness. It's interesting. My spouse's cousin in Puerto Rico, she was talking to somebody in Tucson, and so she was telling my mother-in-law. She said, "I may be getting married. And I might be getting married, moving to Tucson." We're like, "Where did this come from? Wait, how fast is that? What?" And she's like, "Yeah." She said, "I met this guy online, and we've been moving along so fast, and I'm thinking about getting married to him, and he wants me to marry him." And I'm like, but it's not clicking with her because she's Miss Desperate and I'm gonna do whatever. And I'm like, oh Lord. And I said, oh, this is not gonna end well. Anyway, so she gets down the road, like, and I even told my mother-in-law, I said, I hope she's not stupid enough to send him money. And she's like, they don't want money. I said, they will. Oh, guess what?
Eventually his mother-in-law or his mother will be sick and she's in the hospital and can you please send him some money to get some food and it'll be something.
Exactly. Yep. Less than a week later, the dollar sign finally rolled. It was like, can you send me 5,000 because I need to? My car broke down and I need to fix it. Right.
$5,000 is a big thing right off the bat. You couldn't
Oh
say
yeah.
like
I said
$100,
halfway.
$50. He went
Yeah.
right for it. I need 5 Gs.
Now you want to hear the craziness? This is the crazier part. The same woman got scammed by a few tens of thousands of dollars in the same kind of situation about a year or two ago, and she almost fell for it again. I mean, some people too dumb to play with the internet. It's like get off the internet.
I shut them down real quick. Nope, I already know what you want. Have a good day, sir. No, no.
Exactly. And I'm very pessimistic. I'm always. I mean, I'm always.
Exactly, Angelique, $5,000.
Yeah. I'm always one of those people that I always wonder what's the motivation. And to me, as you know, I always talk about follow the money. Follow the money. If there's always a money component in the sense of anything because it's like that's always a motivator for so many things. And so even when politics or when somebody's stepping in to be helpful in social situation, you're like,
Oh
where
my
the
gosh.
hell's
Now
the
I
money?
was on Facebook and this guy was giving this ad about, oh, people are so blah, 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 blah. And, he was, really seemed sincere. And then somebody
Mhm.
was like, yeah, I understand what you're saying. He said, if you want help with that, you can subscribe. You can do blah, 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 blah. I said, man, he got us. Cause like, you read the post, you're like, oh my gosh, cause he made it seem like he had been mistreated or scammed or something,
Mhm.
out in society. And so somebody commented, cause I always go through the comments to see what people are saying. And they were like, oh, that's bad that you had this, blah, blah, blah. That happened to me. And they were like, well, if you want help with that, then I can do blah, blah, blah. I was like, he got you. He reeled you right in and was
Mhm.
trying to get your money. Yep.
Yeah, and there's so many out there, and they're good at it. I mean, these people get better and better with every time they do the scam. But it makes you wonder how Facebook can't seem to realize these accounts aren't real. It's like you think that I don't know how they. I know it wasn't verified because I asked Michael. I said, "Is it a verified account?" And he's like, "What does that mean?" Because he doesn't know. And it's like the check is not there. And he's like, "Yeah, no, it's not there." And I'm like,
Yeah.
Not that that means anything necessarily, because you pay $7, anybody can pay $7 to verify.
Exactly.
But it gives you one extra feel of, okay, I've checked off another due diligence point.
And I know people who have had a hard time getting their page back.
Yeah.
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 Jack Mack, are you still here? Because I had a message for you. I hope you didn't leave because I noticed you said hi. But when I saw your name, a message came up, so I hope you're still here. Hey,
Jack,
baby T.
let us know.
Hey, Danielle. Oh my goodness, look at all these names in here.
Yeah, Hardy, I was talking about when you came in. I think you came in right before or after. I don't know, but I was talking about you because and last night, Angie, I called her after class because I needed to share that with her because I forgot to tell her when we ended because I was shell shocked by the closing of the class. So I was like, okay.
Oh, really? I wouldn't doubt it, Angelique. Hey, Letty, I didn't say hi to you either. We miss you in class. Did she come to class? Did she come to class?
She thinks she was in a relationship with him? Oh, good Lord. And of all people, that one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That is some high level delusion right there. Like,
yeah.
listen. Sometimes I hear these stories and I'll be like, Lord, please don't let that level of love ever find me or that level of delusion find me. Like, I sympathize with this person, but I just don't want to be to that level of delusion with anybody.
I hear you. Well, we had that event on Friday, and it worked out really well, by the way. 60 people came in. So we had a great event on Friday about mediumship.
Oh, really? Oh, you and Miss Susan?
Susan, yeah, over Cosmic Connections. About 60 people came in. We sold 20 books. I sold two additional books, which were the 20 mediumship books, and then two of the Silence Too Loud,
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Oh,
but the folks were so wonderful as an audience. I have to thank the Cosmic Connections for having us and thank the people who came. They really were listening and they were intent to learn, and it was wonderful. So it was great. And then Susan and I are going to have on March 28th or 29th, we're going to be doing a 2-hour open forum mediumship read. So anybody who comes in, they'll pay, and then hopefully, we can, over the 2 hours you'll get called on. There's no guarantees, but it'll also be a Cosmic Connections. So that'll be Sunday.
One of the things, like, and I don't, do you find it easier now to just go right to mediumship, like to find those spirits? Like, do you still have any instances where you're like, I'm just not getting anybody for you? Sorry.
No, I really am blessed to have now. And I go back to this, Angie, as we do in our Tuesday class, those quick rounds, I'm telling you, they really have helped because it forces me to surrender and just listen. And I really think that has helped a long way because before it was like, I'm going to sit here, I'm going to have to work on it because I'm trying so hard to connect that I force myself not to connect longer, so it's like I'm taking longer to connect because I'm like, oh, I really want something, I need something. But no, I'm finding it so much better, even when we do our classes on Monday nights. And
Psychically, I get it that way, but it's just, and maybe it's me putting up my own shield when it comes to mediumship. I just be like, because they have, you can see how much they really want to connect to somebody, and if I don't, then I feel like I let you down. Like, dang, I didn't get anybody for you. So I don't know. I prefer to tell you. I mean, you can let's do a psychic reading. If mediumship comes up, I'm okay with it. But I don't know that I would take a person and just be like, yeah, let's do a mediumship, because what if a spirit doesn't come up?
Yeah, but I think it's easier when you're with a crowd like that. When a bunch of people show up in a room, there's so much energy. By the time you get started, you're going to find somebody. There's somebody that like.
And I also get frustrated when I say, is there someone who has a spirit that is, or who knows somebody, and everybody's sitting there like, And you don't know if they're like timid because they don't want to admit it's them or they don't
Right.
understand it. I did like when we went to go see that mediumship guy, he was like, listen, if I
Mhm.
give you 6 things and only one of them matches, then this probably isn't you. Don't just be
Right.
like, oh yeah, that was my Uncle Fester. Like if I give you 5 things, all of those things need to
Yeah.
match or need to
Oh, he was
align.
good.
Like
He was
I
good.
like I like the way that
Yeah.
he did it.
Folks, I don't know if we saw you since with that, but Angie and Julie, Angie and Susan and a few of us went to see Anthony Maraca over at the Improv, and he's a medium from Jersey, and man, he did amazing. Not only did he have a great, not only is he a good medium, but he also had a great stage presence and he communicated well. And man, he was picking up stuff and he was names. He was hot on names. I've never seen a medium so good with
You know
names.
what I like that he did? Like when people be like, no, he be like, yes, it is. It's you. I know it's
I don't
you.
believe you.
They're
He's like,
telling me. I believe. And like he was funny with it, but again, a lot of times people will say no. Like that lady, I want that lady. She was making me so mad because he was like, "Are you redecorating?" And she was like, "No." He was like, "I see paint on the wall." No, I'm
my
not. And he's
father,
like,
he said, your father shows me paint splashed on
and
the
she's
wall.
like, "No," and he's like, "Yes, it is." And
Yeah.
she's like, "Oh, well, I painted my bathroom a couple weeks ago." And he's like,
I know he does one of these. It's like, didn't we just say, paint on the wall?
Yeah, and so I do like he was like, "Come on now, don't make me work for it." Like he was really
Yeah.
nice about it, but I felt, every time I see that, I'm just like, they go through the same thing we're going through. This is exactly the same thing that we go through, where people are like, I don't know if they're a deer in the headlights and they don't feel it. Like I do remember him telling that one lady, well, you know what, later on this week, maybe it'll come up and you'll remember, email me and tell me or blah, 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 later about what happened. Because, there were a few people saying, no, no, no. And again, that kind of is frustrating to me if you're saying no, no, no. And I'm like, listen, they're showing it to me. Like, remember that lady? We kept saying Rose this and Rose that. And she kept being like, oh, no, oh, no.
Yeah, no, when we watched you're right. And it was funny though, because I love the fact when he said, I don't believe you. And it was like, he did it in such a way that you didn't feel offended. But, and he even gave the out early in because he said, some of you are going to have mediumship amnesia because as soon as I call on you, having the spotlight on you and just right there, all of a sudden you're going to forget everything. And he said, so I
Or
get it.
they're too literal with what he's saying. Like,
Exactly.
do you have blah blah? And they're like, no. And he's like, okay, well, what about this? Like he has to explain a little bit of what he means because they're a little bit too literal. And sometimes people are so skeptical that they'll block out anything that isn't exactly on point. Like if they say, oh well, they're showing me a flower and I think it's a rose. No, it's tulip. Like people are really, really, they're a little bit skeptical about it and they
Mhm.
don't want to believe it, or they want you to be like, well, your sister Pearline is here on the line and she's wearing a yellow dress that she had on in the casket. And the third person on the obituary was cousin Tim. Like they want you to be so specific. You're like, listen, like we got like 5 minutes to do this. Like I'm not about to give you a 90-minute reading. I'm giving you something specific. Your spirit is coming through and I'm going to give you your message. And if you don't want it, let me know. But yeah,
Yeah.
sometimes people want a lot.
Yeah. Yep. No, I totally get it. But the good part is, you know what? As a medium, once you start reading and you start reading enough people, and you'll notice Angie too in the psychic skills. When we get it, we're like, okay, you don't have to own it, but I'm gonna give it to you. So later on, when you realize I was right, you'll know what the message was. And I do that. I'll do that. I'm like, okay, take it with you, and if it
Yeah.
starts resonating with you and you finally get it, then take the message. If you don't, if it never does, then ignore the message completely. But and then it's funny because like you and I have had it happen to us while we're on live. Later in the week, we receive notices from someone that's like, you know what, you told me this, and I'm like, no. Now remember the rose. Remember the rose? And I said, it's a literal, it's a name. It's not a rose. And then you're like, well, I see a tattoo. And she's like, no, no tattoo. And you're like, it's a tattoo. And then it was also, I love you or something, remember? And
143. I kept seeing 143.
yeah. And I was getting, I'm getting the name. And then, and 3 kids. And she says, no, I only have 2. I have my daughter and then I have my son. And I'm like, but I see 3 because the 2 of them live with you. No, only my son. And then she's like, oh, but my granddaughter, who's my daughter's daughter, does live with me. And I'm like, so you're raising her? Oh yeah, but no, you only have 2 kids. I mean, it's like because she was so literal with the word kids, she forgot that she's raising like a child her grandchild. And then she forgot her grandchild's name because guess what it was? Rose. And
Yeah,
so she
yeah,
sent us, remember, she sent us a great message. She said, I'm so sorry. I
yeah,
really
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
thinking. And she gave it all to us. She says, Angie was right. The tattoo is on her arm. It was right
yeah.
here, right? She said, or
Yeah,
something.
they had went and got "I love you" tattoos with the 143. And remember, I kept saying he keeps showing me a 4-leaf clover. Like, what's with the green and a 4-leaf clover? I'm telling you, he keeps showing me this, and she didn't understand. And then she sent a picture of the little girl Rose who was taking her birthday pictures, and it said "Lucky Charm" up on the wall, like
Yep,
her 2-year-old pictures or whatever age it was. It said "Lucky Charm," and she had on green. And so she sent the picture, and I was like, okay, because I thought I was losing it for a minute.
exactly.
Like it
And
was
you
too
were
many
certain. I
details for you
remember
to
that
keep
night you
saying
were
no.
so certain. Remember, you're like,
Yeah.
and then finally said, okay, well, what if it's not meant for you? And you were just frustrated. You were over it. You're like, okay, whatever. And it was the husband. Remember, the husband came in. That's who was giving us all the information. It was her husband gave us all this information.
Yeah.
What did you, Don? What did you call it the other night on the part of the sitter? Was it psychic amnesia?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, well, yeah, mediumship or psychic amnesia is what we call it because it's like they tend to forget it in the moment, but they tend to get it later on. So, and it happens. It's like but it can be frustrating for us because, and that's why I've just learned to say, okay, I'm just going to give you the message, and if later on it clicks, then you got the message too.
Mm.
It all works.
All right, guys, do you have any questions in there? I think I saw one question from a Leanne or somebody, but if you have questions, put your questions in there.
And Jack didn't respond. I was looking
No,
for
Jack
that.
Mack did not respond. Jack, I did have a reading for you. Allison Burke, what do you want a reading on?
Mhm.
And Kay, I'm sorry, listen, that Elon Musk thing is hilarious. Well, I
It is.
guess it's not hilarious because people are getting their emotions played on. And well, first of all, I'm not gonna ever believe that a celebrity is just like, hey, you lady on Facebook, I want to marry you. Like, come on now.
Exactly. Kelly Dix, nice to see you in, by the way. I hope you're not too freezing over there in Newfoundland.
We are you mean what sites we're on? You said where you're streaming from or what states we're on. We're in Arizona.
AZ. Mhm.
Hmm. Okay, is this
Minnow.
Minnow? How do you say your name? Is it Minnow? Minnow 627? What is your name? I mean, what are you saying? I mean, how do we say your name?
It's like nanu. Leanne, we'll get to you in a minute, but we're going to address
Oh, Jack
Minamino.
Mack is back. Jack, I've been calling you for the longest. Come on now, asking you to tell me what you want. Okay. So Jack, when you first came into the chat, I saw you window shopping. Like they showed me these big windows and you're looking for something but you don't know what you're looking for. Like when I look into the windows, it's just dark. You can't see anything and it's just an empty building. So I don't know if you're looking to buy property or you're looking for something and you don't know deep down inside what it is you're looking for, but you seem to be looking, but no, like you don't even know what you're looking for. And so your higher power was like, well, we know you're searching for something. Is it like, are you searching for like your purpose in life? Are you searching for like your next career move? But I do feel like you feel lost and like you don't know what you should be uh uh like I know it's something that I'm looking for, but I don't know what it is. And so I immediately got just a big window with but it's dark on the other side, so I can't see what it is. But what I hear them saying is you still have time. Like I don't know if you're feeling like, oh, I've waited all this long time and things haven't planned out the way I want to, or I'm getting too old, or whatever it is. But I heard you still have time, and they were showing me a clock that wasn't ticking forward. It was like it was stuck at like I want to say at the 9, like the arrow was at the 9, so maybe it's 8:45 because it was pointing at the 9, and both hands were kind of going toward the 9. So I'm assuming that you're stuck at a specific time and place and you're not moving forward at this moment because you're looking for something, but you don't know what you're looking for. And what I've been learning through some of the stuff that I've been watching, you should be looking for what gives you your ultimate joy. Like, what is it that you really, really need, or that you are overall, what makes you happy? Like, if the greatest job could call, what would that be? If the property could call, what would that be? And so you're looking, but you don't know what you're looking for. And so you want to be pushed into a direction, but your guides are like, well, what direction are we helping you get to? Are we helping you find a car? Are we helping you find a home? And it's kind of like you've laid your swords down or you laid your power down. And you're like, well, just tell me what you want me to do and I'll just do that. And then if I'm not happy with it, then I can just blame you for not making me happy. And so in this instance, I think you really just need to decide what would make me happy. Like, what is it that I want to do? It's not about, I have to make this kind of money or I have to do this or this is what's professional and this is what's acceptable in society. What is it that you want to do? Like, it's kind of like if you're a doctor and you really think, you know what, I really just want to be a teacher. I really just want to play music. And you're thinking like, okay, this is a prestigious job as a doctor, but stopping to play music may not give me the money that I need. And what I'm seeing for you is that the money will come as long as the joy is in there for you. And so you just have to decide what it is that you want moving forward for you to get it. But your guides do see you window shopping, and they you're holding back and you're not vocal either. Like they put a muzzle over your mouth, like you won't even tell them what you want. It's like you're afraid that if you say something and it's not the right direction, that you'll be punished for it. And they're saying, no, you're not punished. You are able to explore different opportunities. It's not like if you decide, oh, I want to be a teacher, I have to be a teacher forever. Remember, Don has had multiple careers or multiple professional careers that required extensive amounts of school. And so don't think that you're going to be locked into one thing. It's okay to explore different things and to decide that you want to do something else if you get into it and you don't like it. So be okay with, just finding your passion is how I got it for you, Jack Matt. Oh, he says, I feel like I'm scrambling to know what to do. Is it a financial scramble or is it a heart scramble? Because the way that I get it is in your heart, you don't know what to do. Like you don't know what makes you happy, what pleases you, what inspires you. And so like maybe you're making money, but it doesn't give you good thing. It's kind of like the way they show me, it's kind of like you having a stamp and you're just like, boom, boom. It's not fulfilling. It's boring. It's not what you want to do, but it's what pays the bills. And so you need to find what makes you happy. It's kind of how I get it. So that's what I got for Jack.
Super. Let's see.
I like that, Kay. Time will stand still because that's what it felt like.
So Jack, it seems like I guess picking up where Angie was already, I do feel like you been spinning your wheels or treading water, because I feel like I do feel like you've been trying to make something happen, but at the same time it's been more. And please don't attack, but this is more lip service. For some reason, it's more like you're talking about, I want to do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, but you really don't do it. But yet you're frustrated that nothing's happening, and it's like, well, wait a minute, how does that work? Well, it works because you got to put the effort out. So I get this feeling like there's got to be some momentum, some energy, something happening on your behalf if you want to see something happen. And your spirits are like, why they're a bit frustrated with you because they're telling me that opportunities have arrived, but you're not prepared. And so you've missed opportunities already because you're just not prepared. And a lot of people say, luck is that intersection of preparation and preparedness and opportunity. When they arrive, people say, oh, you're lucky. No, I was prepared when the opportunity arrived. It wasn't that I was lucky. I had the two things that make that work. And this is where I feel you are, Jack. So if I were you, I would look and say, okay, what is it that I have not been successful at exploring or at creating or at preparing myself, so when things happen, I'm ready. Because again, I'm getting the energy you already missed one or two, and we don't want that to happen again. We want you to be ready. We want you to be ready to jump on it. But there's you got to get over your
I feel like it's the perception of what other people think he should be doing or who he should be. Like society's norms, like, oh, I should have been married. I should have children. I should do this. I should do that. Like that is overshadowing what he truly wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like outside influences matter more than his inner self.
Mm-hmm. So Jack, all I can say is really step up your game. Step up your game and be prepared. Be prepared to see opportunity when it lands at your doorstep. So therefore, when it does, you can take full advantage of it.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
And I want to say good things are coming, but when I got ready to say that, they said, if you're ready for them, if you're ready for the opportunity. Like, that's how your guide said it. Like, well, wouldn't your inventions be job? Like, I remember giving you so much information about your inventions. I don't know what other information you need. Like, are you not applying it? Like, maybe you're not sending it to the right sources, or you just haven't found that footing on that situation as far as your inventions. Because I remember giving you, because I remember even a movie that your aunt or someone came in through mediumship, and it was about that movie that Tyler Perry did. I can't remember, Acrimony. I remember because the guy on there was an inventor, and you had inventions, and your grandma and your aunt or whoever it was very, very encouraging about you and your inventions. So I don't know what happened with you and the inventions, but it was like, move forward with that, move forward with that. But in addition to that, while you're waiting on that to happen, you still got to live your life, and you still got to make money. Like, again, I say all the time, I want to do this full time, but until it can make the money that I want, I still have to pay my bills every week, and I still have to do other stuff, but I also give, a lot to this too. And so you may have to do both, while you're waiting on that invention to, become famous, or to become what it is, or revamp it, or find different ways to make it something that is usable for, the society at large.
Mm-hmm. But Jack, just because you are, just because you're waiting on a patent, doesn't stop you from moving forward with that plus other things. I mean, the reality is that, again, the limitations are on you. Nothing. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't even pause. Keep moving forward. Keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward with that or anything else. That's fantastic. If you have non-provisionals, the point is as don't stop. I mean, you should be out there talking about it, marketing, find ways to get it in front of people, get ideas in their heads. There should be no reason why you shouldn't be using every opportunity you can to be. And again, this is the other thing. So you're sitting on the sidelines waiting. That's the point. You're sitting there waiting, and opportunities coming by. So don't wait. If you really want something, make it happen. Get her done. As I said, get her done.
Exactly. Lots of opportunities are going to come by, and you don't even know, like, when you're not ready for that opportunity, you could be missing a connection that could connect you with that invention.
Absolutely.
So don't think that, oh, my 9 to 5 couldn't lead to blah, blah, blah. It could most definitely lead to something better. I can remember being at work, having a regular meeting at work. And, you start in WebEx, and before everybody gets on the meeting, you're just chit chatting behind the scene. And the guy was like, "Are you an author?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's a random question in this setting."
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah." He said, "Did you write a book?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I don't know if he had Googled me or how he knew it, but he knew all the stuff about my book. Then we started talking about spirituality, and we started talking about, religion, and we started talking about this. And it was the oddest place that came up. We were going about our regular day, doing our regular meeting work. And that came up, and I don't know how the connection came up, but it was just the weirdest place that he knew about something that was non-work related. So you never know where the connections will come. Don't disregard anything. Everything is woven together for a reason.
Yeah. And the more prepared you are, when the opportunity arises, you're going to see it works to your advantage. And talking about books, I'm going to give a shameless plug for this one. That's my nonfiction book. Fiction. It's a fiction book, and it's available on Amazon. and it is fun and a tribute to a friend of ours who passed. So there you go. It's a
Exactly.
fiction
I
though.
love
So,
that
yeah.
song. It sounds like something Reba McEntire could sing.
Actually,
Really.
that's when I wrote it. I wrote it with that energy, and then when I asked Chat the whatever the song thing, the song AI thing, to create a tune to go with it, I asked them to give it a Reba Fancy energy. That song Fancy she did, and also
It
I told her
definitely
that
does
and
that.
that energy along with Ode to Billy Joe, and so I wanted that kind of those two things. And I think they did. I think they got the tune very well with my words. I know I'm very happy with it. It's actually a like 3-minute song that I created, but I only have 15 seconds there. So,
Miss Leanne, I think it's Leanne. I think you asked about a career reading. And immediately when I get into your energy, I see you standing behind a curtain. Like there's a red curtain out there, and you're sitting behind stage, and you're afraid to peek out. You're afraid to go center stage. And immediately what I heard is it's your time to come from behind the curtain. Like you need to come out to center stage and make yourself known. You're a very skillful and talented person, but you seem to be behind the scenes and not stepping up to the position where you should be. Like you should be the star, you should be the front runner, you should be getting the attention, or not necessarily in a social media type of way, but attention as in you should. It's your time to show your skills or to shine or to move forward. And so career wise, it's like I heard the word pockets of hope. Like there are pockets of hope that are coming up. Are you going to be ready for those pockets of hope? Like, okay, this is an opportunity. So I feel like pockets of they're saying it as pockets of hope. I don't know if that means something to you because they are very clear. Every time I want to say opportunity, they say no, pockets of hope are coming up for you. And so these pockets of hope seem to be, and they're making it seem like it's like a circle, like, like a circle. And it's like a pool that you have to jump into. So like you're up and you're jumping down into this. And so I don't know if you have to fully immerse yourself into whatever this career opportunity is or whatever it is that they're presenting to you. But pockets of hope are going to be presented to you. And they showed me 3 different pools that you could decide to be on. So I don't know if that's 3 different job opportunities or 3 different careers, but I do feel like there's things that are coming up for you. But are you going to be ready for them? And are you going to be ready to step forward? You can't still be behind and be like, oh yeah, well, I don't want the I don't want the shine, I don't want this, I don't want that. And they're saying no, you have to be ready to do that. I remember I had an opportunity this week where I did some contracting work for somebody last year. And he reaches out to me over and over and over again with all these questions. So when his new contracts came up this year, they assigned it to somebody else. And I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe they're going to do it. My manager came back and said, nope, Angie did both of these last year. She has the history, give it to her, reassign it. So they reassigned it back to me. And they were like, it's something that needs to be done quickly. She knows the history. She's done this. She has the evidence. Go ahead and give it to her. I didn't speak up, but my manager, knowing the history and knowing that I was a person who worked on it, reassigned it to me. So that was an opportunity that could have passed me by had I not spoken up. But my like how Don was telling the story earlier about how his guys are looking out for him and saying, no, this isn't a contract, this isn't a deal you want to make. This is an opportunity where my guy said, no, give it back to her. This is where she needs to be. So when those opportunities come, are you going to be ready for it? Because I could have just been like, oh no, she could keep it. I'm to this, I'm to that. And I was like, oh, got it. I immediately connected with that person, was like, do. I'll have this ready. I'll have that ready. And so it was something. And then I could hear my guide saying, there's going to be something very significant about this. Like the business unit that you're working with, the opportunities that are coming from this is going to be very important. So are you going to be ready for those pockets of opportunity that are coming up for you? Pockets of hope. Excuse me. They keep saying pockets of hope. So Miss Leanne, I hope that helps you out. I'm not getting any energy on any crossed over loved ones.
Mm-hmm. Who's next, Miss Angie?
I don't know. Did you have anything for Leanne?
Oh, let me see. I wasn't picking up anything major.
I think she really
Did you have a
wanted
specific question?
mediumship. Well, I just gave her a career, and I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember if that was her initial question, but she says, "What about someone who is gone that I missed?" So I think she wants mediumship. I'm not getting any spirits for her.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. I'm picking up energy, but I don't know if it's for you, Leanne. And so I'll just put it out there. And if it is for you, then it is. This is a sister energy. So I'm picking up a sister energy for somebody out there. This is a sister who apparently died from cancer, and she had lived a good life, but she definitely left some life on the table. So she didn't die extremely old. Um, it's interesting because it seemed like she survived it at one point, and then it came back. So if anybody has a sister or a friend who is such a sister to them, who had breast cancer, who fought it and went and came back, and then whatever, then we can go forward. But again, that's the kind of the basis to start with. If anybody picks that up, let me
Miss
know.
Leanne, if you want to leave your relationship, why can't you leave? You're not an indentured servant to this person. So you said, I want to move and leave my relationship. Why can't you do that? Or were you looking for us to tell you to go ahead and do that? I'm never going to tell you to leave your relationship. Well, first of all, I don't like doing relationship readings, but I don't know that I would tell you like, oh, divorce this person. I would show you what I would be getting, but I don't get anything on your relationship. Yours was mostly career focused. And so I just have to give you what your guides are giving to you. And I honestly don't remember your question.
Oh, Libby.
I don't remember what her question was. And the chat disappeared for me.
Is
Well,
it
it
a
restarted.
okay? It's was it a general reading? I think is what she said, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm trying to look back here. Anyway, yeah, I can't. Oh, there it is. I need help. What should my next move be? Is what one of her questions was.
Um,
Yeah,
oh, well, I gave you that.
yeah.
You need to find pockets. There are pockets of opportunity that are to come up for you. Are you going to be ready? But if you mean help on your relationship, I'm not getting any information on the relationship.
Kelly, yes. Well, I'm not. I can't say specifically the woman has been passed for a long time, but she doesn't give me. It doesn't seem as though she's recently passed. By the way, I don't get that energy. So this person, this again, her energy is something from a distance. So yes, I think that she's passed a while ago. But again, and she died. She didn't die as an old woman. She died as again, like maybe middle age or younger. She definitely is the energy that is not somebody who's, again, there's so much more life that could have been lived, is what I mean. And that's how she put it to me, in the sense of there could have been more time, in the sense of, again, she didn't die an older woman. She did, but it seems like she has been gone for some time, because her energy is strong in that regard. So usually when their energy is that strong, they've been on the other side for a while. So she's been back here from time to time. So whoever she's visiting, she's actually visited them before, and they probably know she's been visiting because they felt them around her, because she says that she's around them. Mm. She shows me spinning a wedding ring. So this woman would have been married, because she's showing me she's spinning her wedding ring. So she's telling me there was a marriage. So she was married at the time. She passed before him. So if that helps you, she passed before him. She's showing me she was very conscientious of her hair. So apparently the chemo maybe that she did maybe had her lose her hair at one point, and that was a big sticking point for her, because she's showing me her hair, and she loved her hair, and that was a very traumatic moment for her. If that helps you, Kelly, if indeed this is for you, that would be what this woman is.
Leanne said her grandmother. Oh, she was hoping to connect with her grandmother.
Mhm. Yeah, no, this wouldn't be Leanne's grandma. No, this again is not that energy. Yeah. So anyway, if Kelly, just let me know if that gives you more information, to let you know if it's connecting to somebody you're thinking about. My goodness. And I'm feeling like, yeah, it's interesting, because the energy is telling me there was something here too. So she wasn't able to eat closer to the end. She was not able to digest. She had a lot of nausea. So again, that indicates usually chemo. Because that's what that usually indicates for me, is that they can't swallow well. They can't, whatever. So that's another energy I'm picking out, which makes sense with, again, breast cancer, I guess.
Oh yeah.
But it's sad because the frustrating part is she thought she beat it, and then it came back, and the second time was like gone. So yeah.
And again, if you guys know that you're going to come to our live and you want your loved ones to come, you can tell them to come and see us or to come, present to us. We can't, I don't know if there's a misconception that we can make your loved ones come in. We can only present to you when your loved ones are available and come and communicate with us. It's not like I can be like, hey, can Leanne's grandmother come in? If she wants to come in, she'll come in. Otherwise, she won't. So you can ask your loved ones to come here and we can speak for you. But I'm not getting any information on your loved ones.
Yeah.
Oh, is it Minnow? Is that how we say it? Minnow. We were going to read you too. Is that how we say it? Are we doing it correctly? Oh, Kelly Dick said that is her grandmother.
Okay, super. Well, Kelly, she's here, and if that, since that fits for sure, she's here, and yeah, to a T. Yeah, she started losing her hair, and yes, 51. Yeah. 51, and then it came back, and then it took her in the end. Absolutely. Travel to the bone, metastasize. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because and again, it was, she could show me she didn't take the chemo well. The chemo did not. It didn't take it well because you could see it was here with the food and the whatever. Wow, interesting. Well, Kelly, she's here. She's here, and Kelly, she's telling me that this is going to be a great year for you, and so you should be ready for all that comes this year, because, and yeah, I'm not surprised she's there all the time, because she told me she visits you often. So be prepared for this year. She's telling me this is going to be one of your better years. Also, something about your son or something. Kelly, I can't remember. Do you have a son? Because she's talking about your son, and she said that this is the year he turns it around. So I don't know if he's having issues as well, but she said this is going to be a good year for you, and part of that is by having the good year for him, because he's going to turn it around. Let me know if that resonates with you, but know that her message to you is you are loved. She's always there with you, and this is going to be a good year for you. So open up and embrace this year. Make sure you are just in good health. Make sure you're taking care of your health. Make sure you're taking care of your psychological, mental, and physical health, because this is going to be a great year. Be open and be prepared to take everything that comes with it, and let your son know that this year it's going to turn around for him too. And you don't have to share if he's having an issue or not, but if you're comfortable with doing that, please let us know as well. Okay. And thanks for confirming, because again, I knew the energy was here for somebody, but I didn't think it was for Leanne when she was asking, because it just didn't seem connected to her at all. Wonderful energy. Yeah. Great energy.
Allison, are you asking to connect with your mother? Is that what you're saying? If you have questions, just put your questions in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
There was somebody who asked for a general a while ago, and I don't know what happened to them either. But if you have a question, put your question in there, and we'll read your question.
Yeah, no, I think Allison. Kelly, KK. I think this was for Kelly. I think that this was definitely for Kelly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's going to be a good year for him to turn around. I'm telling you, she needed you to hear that, because I think you're kind of in a place where you're just frustrated. You're thinking, why doesn't this progress? And so why don't we see some movement? And again, you needed to hear that, and that was wonderful. Yeah, Kelly, thanks for confirming that, Kelly. And again, most importantly, that message is for you and your son. So know that this is going to be a good year for both of you. So that's good.
All right, Miss Angelique, let me see what I got for you. You want a general?
Angelique, instantly, I got what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Your spirit team is not happy with you right now. I don't mean to be mean, but they're just not happy. They're like, what are you waiting for? Why are you just peddling water? What is it you're waiting? Are you waiting for a sign? You're waiting for. They're like, hey, what are you waiting for? You know what you need to do. You know which direction to go. You know how you need to proceed. And for some reason, you are not doing it. And the team is telling you, what are you waiting for? Why are you what, and it's not even a confidence thing. They're telling me it's not confidence. It's not as though you don't have the confidence. It's just that you're just not moving. You're just not getting moving. And they're frustrated because they've sent you different signs and they sent you different things to move forward. So can you help me understand a little bit, if you don't mind, of why they would be saying this? Because, you know, can you fill a little bit of the things in? Because that's the energy I got from the spirits. They're like, your spirit team is like, damn, they're a little bit frustrated with you because they've been sending you the urges, the nudges, those things. And they're like, and let me give you one warning about spirit energies like this one, because again, they are hitting me. I'm gonna let Valerie Bertinelli tell this one because this is the energy they're telling me.
So when I started on this healing journey, about 2 years ago, my life was like really unmanageable and I got shut. You know how the universe or God kind of like taps you on the shoulder, you don't listen, kind of gives you a little push, you don't listen, shoves you to your knees, you still don't listen. I got shoved on my ass. And so I needed to really change the way I was living.
So I think that encapsulates it for what the energy I'm getting right there. You know, I haven't used that in a long while either, because again, we haven't had the need. But man, your spirit team is telling me clearly what's up. So I'm curious to see.
For what's her name?
Which one? The one we're reading?
Who we're reading? Angelique.
Mm-hmm.
Angelique, and this kind of goes along with what Don was saying, because they show me you just laying back, looking up, like that you have on these glasses and you're looking up. And so you're just kind of laying there waiting on somebody to just lift you up. And like you want to be a puppet, like you want somebody to, like you just want your higher power to walk you through life and make all your decisions. And you're just laying there with no kind of, like, it's not even like you're planning your life. You're just kind of laying there like, I don't know. And so they're giving me, they're kind of giving it to me like you just don't seem to have any ambition or any hope or anything. You're just kind of like, I mean, everything's passed me by. Everything's swept over me. I don't know what I want to do. I don't know how I want to do it. And so if you have no motivation, even if an opportunity comes your way, are you going to be ready for it? Like, it's kind of like the way that they're showing it to me is the drowning person, and they send a rope, they send a boat, you know, they send all these things to help them. And because it didn't look like what they wanted it to be rescued, they didn't take it. They're like, oh, no, God's coming. And God sent all these opportunities for them, or all these things to rescue them, and they didn't want it. And so I feel like things have been presented to you, but because it didn't look the way that you thought it should look, it didn't happen for you. And what I'm getting again is a series of small steps. Sometimes you have to do this thing to lead to this thing lead to this thing. And a lot of times, if we can't see the whole big thing, we think, oh, it's not coming, or it's not the right thing, or it's not going to lead us to where we need to be. And a lot of times, and the way that my guides work with me is, sometimes the things that they want me to have, or the thing that I am asking for, looks way too big for me. Like, oh, I want to be, you know, I want to do this on stage. And so instead of just showing me like, oh, I see you on stage, sometimes they'll have to take me along the way. Do the show. Get the calendaring app. Do this, do that. If you do all of these things, I'm walking you to it. But if I just take you from here straight to the stage, you may not be ready for it. And so I just don't think that you're missing opportunities because you're not, they don't present the way that you want them to be. They're not coming in a package that you think they should be. Oh, it should look like this, and it doesn't look like that. So you're saying, nope, it's not going to be that. Like, I want to own a house, but had I decided, well, I'm not going to move into an apartment because I want a house, sometimes they're stepping stones. So you have to see the stepping stones that are leading there to you, right? So I do think the opportunities are coming, but I'm taking serious and interested in being the new year, and I'm starting to see tangible results. Okay. What was her question? Because she said she's starting to see tangible results. So what is it that you wanted us to do to confirm what you're already seeing? What was the question? Oh, she just wanted a general?
I think it was general. I don't know if she had a question. Yeah. I just picked up that energy right off the bat that it was needing that.
Okay. Then she says she doesn't think this is her current injury, so I don't know. Maybe I'm not right.
Well, I certainly hope it isn't then, because if you go beyond that and you're not feeling stuck and missing opportunities, then definitely don't own this. Don't own energy that's not yours. If that's the case, then I was wrong. I was mistaken, and move on and not embrace that, because we wouldn't want you to do that. That's for sure. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I got generally. And it's just kind of like an energy where you're just kind of like, you're just not moving at all. You're not moving forward. You're not doing anything. You're just kind of laying there, letting the breeze pass you by. But maybe
Mm-hmm.
that's not your energy. Maybe that's somebody else's energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who has another question? And K Weezy, no, I don't have anything for you this week.
Me either. Renee James, do you have a specific question? Because I'm picking up some energy for you too. You're welcome, Angelique. So Renee,
I like that name. My mom has always called me Angelique. She didn't name me Angelique, but she calls me Angelique all the time. And I always said if I had a little girl, although I did not want to have a little girl, I would call her Angelique. Okay, Danielle wants a general reading. All right, Miss Danielle. You know what? I like the way you spell your name because I have a friend who spells her name like that. Or is yours Danielle? Oh, Danielle, Yall. I think she spells hers Danyell. But I always like the unique way that that you spell it. So I like that.
yeah, that is kind of cool.
Please.
We asked about whether you were here or not, and you didn't respond. And it's like, do you have a specific question, Minnow? And then Renee, we'll get back to you. And again,
Type the question. Can I ask a
exactly. Let
question?
us
Is
know
a
your
question.
question. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So Miss Danielle in the general reading. They show me you. Oh my gosh. I feel like you've really, really, really had to make your own way because they show me a ladder, like you climbing the ladder, but you're building the ladder as you do it. Like you started from the ground up and you're building everything. And I don't know if this is your career, like you're building your own business, or if this is just your life in general. But they show me you going up the ladder, and it's a stone ladder. It's like a ladder made out of stones on a hillside. So you're climbing this hill. This has been a really hard journey, but each time you need to take a step, you had to take something from your past or you had to build it. Like you'll have to build the next step and have to build the next step. And you're just like, oh my gosh, like you're very resilient and you're very much moving forward. Like you're very determined to get it done, but you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, I have like, where is the help for me? Where is where's the things that I need to know? But I feel like it's building strength and we don't ever want to hear that we're building strength. So I do feel like you're rising to the top. I do feel like you're moving forward, but you do seem to have a struggle. Like it has been a long struggle and they're showing me the moon. So I feel like there's some spiritual and some reality issues that you're dealing with. Like with that moon energy, sometimes the way that I learned moon energy was like your cardinal beliefs versus your spiritual beliefs. And you're trying to balance out and you don't know whether I want to go spiritually and believe with faith or is my reality what is really guiding me and saying, you can't do it. And so I feel like the more you want to lean into your spirituality, the struggle is making it seem like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get this done. Or I'm never going to like, is it ever going to get easier for me? And I feel like it is. Like, I feel like you're getting to a plateau, like you're getting to that first cliff level and you're going to get to that, like maybe a couple more steps. So they showed me maybe 3. And so I heard 3 months. So maybe in 3 months, you're going to get to that next level and it's going to be not necessarily a plateau because I don't want to use the word plateau. I just want it to be like you're going to get to that to that peak. And then you're going to look over and be like, oh yeah, I like this. I like the view from up here. So you're working right toward where you need to be. Everything is working out, for you. And you're getting even though it's been a struggle and you've been climbing this mountain and things have been hard, things are going to work out for you in a better, you know, but it's been by your own sweat, the sweat of your brow. You've been doing this. So I do feel like things are going to get easier for you. Like they show me you holding, like you have money in your hand and you're holding on to it so tight. You make so many wise decisions. And I just want to cry for you because I feel like you don't have any wiggle room. It's not like you're like, oh, I spend $6 on coffee every day and I'm wasting money here. I'm wasting money. I feel like you're very frugal or you're very like, conscious of how your money is and you're holding on to it so tight and you're just like, I can't lose anything. I can't miss anything. Every opportunity, everything, I have to account for it. I have to know where this went, that went. Like you have to account for every second of your day, every amount of money that you have. And you're just like, oh my gosh, when is this ever going to let up? And it's coming. Believe me, I feel it's coming. Like I just feel a breeze coming and that breeze is just going to blow all these things in your way. And when you get up to this in 3 months, when you get up to that section where you're going to be, Like there's lush green grass, there's foliage, there's like plants and trees that are growing. Like I want to show you my plant because I'm doing a good job of growing my plant. So this is my, oh my God, it's so heavy. This is my plant and it's growing up like this. Like you see how this is growing up and this is how your leaves are growing. It's growing like really, really pretty for you. And that's the growth that I see for you, just like exponential growth. You just got a couple more steps to get there and you're going to be where you need to be. And then once you get there, you can decide whether you want to go higher or whether you want to go like laterally or like, do you want to continue to go up this way or do you want to go over to another side and do something else? But the choice will be yours. Everything you built, everything you've done, it is coming your way and you're really, 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 really going to get some kind of relief soon. And the money, like they show me you coming on, holding on to the money. And let me make sure I'm seeing what I'm seeing. And I'm not just projecting that I'm hoping that this is what's happening. Because they show me you holding the money like this. And then you get up to the top and you're like, okay, I made it. Okay, just let me catch my breath. Let me just, okay, see where I am, see what's going on. What's my next step? What's my next opportunity? But you're planning ahead. Like I love your energy because you're so hopeful and you're so like, okay, I'm here. Okay, now what do I do? What's the easiest route or what's the best route? Like, do I go this way across the open, this opening? Do I continue to go up? What is my next thing? And whatever you decide, your guides will help you. It won't be so hard for you this time. Like if you decide, okay, well, I'm on this side, now I want to be on this side of the valley. And so they show me a tight wire and you're on this bike. So this is a journey that you've been on your own too. Like you haven't had a lot of help. You haven't had a lot of people to go with you on this journey. You've got these bumps and bruises on your own. So you're going across this little tight wire, but you don't have to worry about your balance. You don't have to worry about what's going on up under you, whether you're going to fall, because there's like an umbrella over you that is holding you up and balancing you. So your higher power is like, once you get to this level right here, once you get it right there, we got you. And it's not like they don't have you now, but they see your struggle. They understand you've been so positive about it. You've been so focused. Like even on the times that you want to just be like, oh, I'm so tired of this. You haven't given up. You stay focused. Like I feel like you're a person who has your budget. You know where every cent goes. You know what everything you have to do. Like on Monday what you have to do on Saturday of next week. Like you are very organized in that way. And you're just like, when am I ever going to get some relief? And it's coming. I don't know if you're married, but I do see a guy who like appeared very quickly in the vision, like a kiss in the face. Like he came across really quickly. I don't know that you're right ready for him yet, because I feel like your career or your money or your finances is really the goal. And if they presented him to you right now, he would actually kind of throw you off balance. So he's just a fleeting picture that comes by you right now, just to let you know there is hope. So if you're getting compliments or somebody asks you out or, tell you that you're pretty or blah, 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 or, compliments you, that's just giving you a little bit reality or confirmation that you still got it and it's coming. So once you get to that level, 3 months is how they're showing it to me. 3 months. I want to say 3 weeks, but they're clearly 3 months. Once you get there, this person will come, but he'll be a resource and you won't have to do it so much by yourself. And I don't know if all of that is like if all of that resonates with you, but that's how I'm seeing it. Like you are going to have somebody to do the rest of the journey with. You won't be alone and you won't have to struggle so much by yourself. So I hope that really hey Victor, you could let me know if that, like you said, spot on for the beginning part, but the rest of it I hope makes sense to you. And they're saying what are you doing, juicing or something? Like what's with the juicing? Because they said start the business, but they keep showing me juicing. Like are you into some health food industry, or are you trying to develop a health food line or something to do with nutrition? Is that where you're going with it? Victor, everybody has the ability to connect with a higher power, with spirits, with crossover people. It's just how much are you going to practice it? How much are you going to lean into it? So it's not like anybody like discovering can they do it. Everybody can do it. Are you finding that way to connect with that spirit and to communicate with them, or are you dismissing it? What's the no, ma'am? I don't know what that means. What are you saying no to? And I don't remember the last question I asked you. Oh, no, with the juicing. No, you're not doing the juicing, or you're not trying to develop a health food line, because they made it seem like it said start the business, and it made it seem like it was a side thing, but it had to do with like healthy living. So are you going to do like coaching or something? No juicing. So I just felt like they make it seem like it's healthy living or something on the side that you can do to start a business. Why did they show me juicing then? Like something healthy or nutrition, or that has to do with healthy living is how they're showing it to me. But you're saying no to juicing, so maybe that's not true. But they're saying if you want to start a side business where you maybe help other people or whatever your passion is, that's a go. Continue to do what you're doing now. That's great. Continue to do that. But in addition to that, you have other skills and talents that can also make you money, or that could take you on a whole nother route. So don't give up on that. Okay. So that's what I got for you, Miss Danielle. And I hope that helps. And I hope that is what you really want to hear. Hi, Miss Lori. Hey, KK. Oh, hey, Michelle. Oh my gosh, all you people came in here. You're welcome. And I really do hope that helps you out. Again, 3 months. They're reiterating to me 3 months. Stay focused. Keep beating, building your ladder. Once you get to this plateau, you decide whether you want to go up the same way that you're going, or whether you want to cross over to something new. And either path that you choose is acceptable to your higher power. It's all about what you want.
This is for whom, Angie?
This is Danielle.
Danielle. Danielle, do you have a girl, a daughter? Do you have a small daughter? I see this young girl, and you can tell me if it's not a daughter. There's this young girl who is just very active, very funny, very precocious, great big smile, and she's showing me lots of energy. She's showing me what do you call like braided hair or braids, and she's just tons of positive love and energy. Is this a daughter of yours? Or could this be a niece or something? Because they're showing me this young girl. Yeah, great energy. And I think it's attached to you. I mean, she's alive, by the way. We're not talking about a spirit, medium spirit. This is a psychic hit that it seems to be attached to you. And this, again, Danielle, this is for you. Do you have a daughter or a niece? Or it could be like a best friend's daughter. No kids, my niece. Okay, your niece. All right. Yeah. And she is, so she's, oh man. She thinks, I say energy I'm picking up again is that she thinks the world of you. And you're like her, you're like you're the one that she can run to, and you're the one she can talk to, and you're the one who she can confide in, and not know that it's like she knows that you're not going to judge her, you're not going to whatever, and I think that's wonderful. But I think if you haven't reached out to her in the last few days or last week or so, you may want to reach out to her, because I think she needs some shoulder to cry on. She needs someone to talk to. I raised her from a baby. Oh, that's why. Yeah, because I got that connection. It's like she's the mother, but she again, she can talk to you about whatever. She doesn't feel like that there's boundaries there, which is wonderful, because again, she trusts you completely, and which is wonderful. But if you haven't talked to her in the last week or two, please reach out to her and have a conversation, because she needs a little TLC. She just needs a little love. She needs a little compassion, so keep that in mind. All right. And don't let her know you're calling for this reason, because I think that she'll just want to talk. So, which is wonderful. So it's kind of nice that she has that relationship with you. Okay. So make sure you make the call. All right. Or you do something. All right. That I think that's important. All right. That's really good. And is her name, oh no, it's not her. It's not her. I just picked up another name too. Oh my goodness.
Anika, just put I think that's your name, Ankita. Just put your question in there.
You are welcome, Danielle. You're welcome, Danielle.
I have one more thing for you, Danielle. Did you just change your appearance in some way? Like, did you change your hair, or did you start like dressing up a little bit more or change your makeup? Like whatever it is that you did is being noticed. Like maybe sometimes, when we get into the work grind, we don't, do our hair. We just pull our hair back into a ponytail, or we just kind of, wash our face and keep going. We don't, kind of, do the things that we usually do. I feel like you just got back into a maintenance routine, or you just got back into some routine that makes you feel good, but you haven't really been acknowledged by anybody for what you're doing. And what I'm getting is you need to like it is being noticed. Like your higher power is noticing, other people are going to start noticing and giving you compliments on it. Whatever changes that you made are positive and they were good things. So don't worry about um and not necessarily don't worry about it. It was a good change. It's it's good for you, and things will continue to pick up for you or get noticed is what they're saying. You will be noticed for the change that you made in a positive way, not in a negative way. And not that it was necessary, but for you, it was just something different that felt good for you. And they're saying it's okay and it's being acknowledged. I don't know what does BDW mean?
By the
I'm
way,
sorry.
no,
Oh,
no, by the way, by the
oh, maybe that is what it means. By the way, okay. Oh, good morning to you, because that's what it says. BW. Good. Okay, that makes sense. Sorry, Ankita. We are a little bit up there in age.
holiday, holiday.
Ankita, I was so rooting for you, and then you put a relationship question in there. All right, Minnow, I think that's your name. So you want a relationship reading? I'm sorry, you want a career reading, and I love a career reading. So I got it. Immediately when I got into your energy, Minnow, and I hope I'm saying that right because you never told us how to say it. Minnow 627. I immediately saw the 6 of Pentacles, which means that give and take. Like sometimes you give, sometimes you receive, and I feel like you're about to receive. You've given. Like I feel like you're the go-to person. Like they showed me a busy office setting or a busy setting where people are coming to you. Like, do you have this? Do you have that form? Do you have this paperwork? Can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? And so you've given, and you feel a little bit underappreciated. Like, well, you know what? I'm doing all this stuff. Like maybe you've seen people be promoted ahead of you, or people leaving the department, or people leaving and just doing better than you. And you're like, hold on, I'm doing everything I can. I'm working hard. Why am I being overlooked? And I feel like opportunities are going to come to you. I see 2 opportunities, one inside the business where you work. And I don't know that you're going to take that one because I feel like it's just kind of like a title thing, like, oh, we'll make her executive, blah, blah, blah. And they're not really wanting to pay you. They just want to give you more work. And then I see another opportunity that takes you out of that setting into another business, maybe even into a different career field, or maybe a different aspect of your career. And you're like, oh, this sounds a lot better. And these people will appreciate me more. And there's more opportunity for growth. I don't know if you've hit a ceiling, or where you are, you just don't feel like there's any more opportunities for you at that level. Or maybe they've put a ceiling on you at the place where you at. But I see an opportunity coming for you. But I feel like you're going to have to leave the organization that you're with, and you'll see a better opportunity out there. I don't know if you're applying for jobs, but I do feel like they're going to call on you and tell you to come to them. And you're going to be like, oh, more money, better this, better that, better hours. And you're just going to go ahead and go on. So I do feel like whatever you were doing or whatever you are doing, you're going to leave that because you're going to see that as a better opportunity. So if you're offered a position where you are now, make sure it is worth the money, worth the time, worth the effort, and you feel appreciated. Don't just say, I want a better job. I want a job that pays this. I want a job that, gives me these hours or allows me to do these things. So be specific about what you want, because you could say, again, I want a better job, and you make $18 and you get $18.50, or I want to make more money and then you just get that. But what you really meant is I want a job that pays me, $25 or $30 an hour. And so what they're saying is make sure the opportunity that comes along meets your criteria, as well as not just for them to give you a namesake. So be ready for the opportunity when it comes. And again, I do think it's going to be outside of the organization that you're in. Oh, you do for sure feel like you hit a ceiling. Yes. And I feel like they've put like I don't feel like, and I don't know that it's an age thing because I'm getting that too. Like maybe they put an age cap on you or something like that. But I feel like you have the skills, but it's something that they're not seeing in you to give you to move you up. Not that you don't have the skills, but just that your current employer isn't seeing the value in moving you because maybe you're so good at what you do now. They're like, oh, well, if we take her out, we need 3 people to do what she's doing. Right. And so this new place seems like it's going to be a better opportunity for you and they're going to appreciate you a little bit more. But again, make sure that you are getting things that meet your requirements, not just the requirements of the place that you're going. Be mindful of that. So 2 opportunities. One seems to be in-house and one seems to be that takes you out of house. And I feel like it'll also like, are you trying to move across the town, like out of your city or to a new city? Because I feel like this job allows you to move a distance from where you are too. Like you'll find better. Like it's in all ways, it pulls you. It pulls you out of the place that you live. It pulls you out of the place that you work, and it allows you a lot more opportunity. So, definitely be ready for that move. You didn't say whether you wanted to move, but I feel like, you would consider it and you will go on. So I do see opportunities for moving if that's what you want to do. And then what's with the car? Is something wrong with your car? Because they're showing me an older, like it looks brown, but I don't think the car is brown, but an older dark color car that may be like in need of repair or on its last leg and you're wanting a better vehicle. And they're saying, yes, it'll come. But all of these are steps like, okay, take the new job, get the new money, move on, and you'll get a new car or you'll get the car that you want. Don't go like, I don't feel like you should just be like, oh yeah, I want a Bentley or, oh, I want a Navigator, but be mindful of what your budget is. But I do feel like a new vehicle is coming for you. Like a crossover SUV type vehicle is what they're showing me to me, like a smaller car, like maybe a Trailblazer or a Track or something like that. But I do see a new vehicle coming for you. So I hope that works out for you. Well, if it has crossed your mind, just put it out there. This is the week of the new moon. Set your intentions. It's the eclipse too, isn't it, Don?
I think so, right?
It's the eclipse and the new moon. So set your intentions, like write it out. This is the job I want. This is how much money I want to make. This is the hours that I want to make. Write all that stuff out and, just, either burn it and give it to the, Don has a new moon ritual. Don, we haven't even put that up. Or is it a full moon ritual?
Full moon.
It's a full moon ritual.
Full moon,
But
yeah.
again, same concept. Write down the things that you want. You can, burn it and give it back to the universe, but just kind of outline the things that you want, the new vehicle you want, where you want to live. Like you need to know those things so that so when the opportunities present yourself, you are ready to move in that direction. I feel like that was speaking to me too. Like I feel like that was a conviction for me. Like, Angie, you say you want to do blah, blah, blah. Have you even looked? So you may need to look for the things that you want. What kind of car do you want? Have you went to test drive it? Have you decided what vehicle you want? So I do feel like a new car is coming for you. I do feel like a new job is coming for you. And if you're ready to move, it'll come. But I feel like it's in steps. So just be ready for it. So that's what I got from Minnow Minnow. Oh, congratulations, Ankita.
We have this one too by Shauna.
Oh, here you go. New Moon Energy by Miss Shauna. There you go.
Exactly. Yep. Minnow, did you just have somebody like an aunt or an older woman who just died from a dog attack? I know it sounds very strange, but I just got the energy of somebody who just recently passed from a dog attack. It's a female, and its name starts with an R, like Reba, something like that. Anyway, does that resonate with you, Minnow? Lost you, Angie.
And you know what? I was wondering, like, well, why am I being lost? Because I'm hardwired in, so I don't even know why it keeps, like, at this point, I'm like, I don't know what it is. They came in, they changed my modem, they changed all my equipment out, and I'm hardwired in, so I don't know.
And I know you're actually, your voice is running through clear all the way now, too.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
it's Restream. Maybe I need to upgrade Restream or
I
something.
don't know, or maybe just reload it or something next time. I'm not sure. It's crazy. But back to Minnow. No, not that I'm aware of. At least not yet. Okay, let's hope. Let's not hope. Let's not draw it in then. I just got this woman, Renee something, and again, I see her. She's an older woman, and she was attacked by a dog. How terrible, you know? It's interesting, that energy. If anybody is here who knows that story, or that if
What is
information.
Hurley and KK talking about? Reenie? Is that a dog, KK?
Anyway, but let's see what else I got from Minnow. Lord have mercy, it did it again. Hello again. I'm gonna leave you on that side and see if that works. It's, maybe just, I don't know.
I don't know. Let me see. Do I have something open that I need to close? Everything seems to be closed.
Should be fine, I would think. Yeah.
I don't know.
Goodness. I had that spirit in my energy, says spiritual princess. Interesting. Yeah. Hardly see. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let me get back to Minnow, because I just put this. Man, this woman. Someone's here. Again. This is one of those situations. Someone's here. Someone. If you've lost somebody recently to a dog bite or a dog attack, or somebody got attacked by a dog.
Oh, look at KK's message.
No, this is a dog. This is a dog bite or dog attack or something.
Well, she said that she was attacked by a dog at her aunt's house at her childhood home, and her aunt's name was Renee.
Oh, but maybe this is her then. Okay, because I was getting Renee or Riri or yeah. Okay, all right. And she
Hit
just
her straight in her.
oh my gosh. Although, so maybe this is her then. And again, she just passed recently, correct? So it's again, is that what it said? Just passed recently?
Yeah, it's my aunt Irene passed recently. They called her Reenie.
Yes.
I was
Okay.
attacked by a dog as a child at her childhood home.
Okay, so that's the connection of the dog to the ant. Okay, so the ant wasn't attacked; it was the ant just passed, but the dog is the connection to the. Okay, well, KK, it's amazing. KK gets lots of energy every time that she's around. I pick up something for her. Wow, interesting, KK. Well, your aunt is here. Your aunt is here, and she is here. Just and it's interesting because she doesn't have anything urgent to tell you. She just kind of was here, and she's just kind of was like around you, and she wanted to know that you're loved.
Oh, she just passed.
Oh, okay. The other day. Oh my gosh. This reminds me of the airport, doesn't it? Well, not quite, but close, right? Because that close. How wonderful is that? Well, know that she's here, and she passed over fine. She's on the other side. She's good. She crossed over, and she had a full life, is what she's saying, and she's good on the other side. And so know that she made it easily over there, and that she's good. She's fine. Okay, know that. Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you, KK, I'm so glad we were figured that out, because it's one of those things that, wow, and that was a weird thing, because I'm like, wow, how did the dog bite made a very big difference. Wow. And she would budge her way through. I love her. Of course, yes, no, I got that energy, absolutely. But she wanted to let you know that she's fine, that she's crossed over well, and she's good over there. So it's all good. And she's been here many times, KK. She's been here many times, and so she's a strong spirit to the point where she can come back quickly. Some spirits can't, because they don't have that energy or they don't have that experience. But she's been here a few times. So and you yourself knew she was an old soul. She was somebody whom definitely you loved. We were just speaking of her. Oh my God, that's wonderful. Wow, that is great. Harley and KK were just speaking of that. You drew her in. You called her in. So she showed up. That's wonderful. How lovely is that? Well, thank you for sharing that with us. What a wonderful thing to happen when we're online. I love it. How great. Oh my gosh. How great. I love it. Thank you.
I like her aunt.
Yeah. I love the way the dog bite connection, because I'm like, I know this is real. She's showing me. I didn't expect that, but it's nice. Good. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
And did you ever get to do Who were we reading? Minnow Minnow. Did you ever get to do
No, I
her?
didn't. I didn't because I was
Okay.
sidetracked on that one. So that makes sense. So thank you, Don. I had a dream with Harley in it where we were crossing over a little girl. I think it was her in the dream. Maybe so. Absolutely. Oh my gosh. Yes. Let me get back to Minnow Minnow. No. Wow. Let's see. Minnow Minnow. What do we have for you? Minnow, did you have a specific question? Was this a career question? Is that what this was? Or was there a question, Angie? Do you remember for Minnow Minnow?
She just wanted a general. I think it was a general. Yeah, and I ended up giving her more career focus.
Okay. Okay. Minnow, are you what's up with the car? Are you looking at buying a car or did you buy a car recently? There's something about a car. I'm picking up car energy. I'm not picking up like maintenance issues necessarily. I don't, but it's just something about a car. What's up with the car? There's something about a car. Car. Not career, car. Seriously, car. Again, were you thinking about it, talking about it? Were you fussing about the car you have? There's something about a car. No, I understand, Nika. I understand they're talking career, but I'm giving the energy that I'm receiving. So,
Well, that's what I just told her. I said, I don't know if you have a car that is messing up, but I see a new car coming for you
oh,
in a smaller car. I was like, I see something like the new job, the new car, it'll all line up. And so
okay.
you getting the
I guess
same
I
energy
missed
about the
something.
car that I have.
I
Yeah.
was so busy connecting or something. I don't know what happened. Sorry, Angie. I didn't know that.
Oh, no worries. But so maybe she doesn't understand the car. Well, maybe she's not having issues, but we see a new car for her.
I do. I do see a car. Yep, I do indeed. Yep. Nothing too bad. I was thinking about getting parts for it. I don't think you're going to get parts. I think this is going to turn into an opportunity where you're going to probably see yourself deciding it's time to replace the car. Yeah. Yep. No, I understand you may have issues there. I'm telling you, there's something that there's something about this that's gonna. I just see another car. I do see you replacing the car. I think that don't be surprised if as you start thinking, you're like, I'm going to do this and this and this. Like, well, let me look what's out there, or you're going to get an opportunity. So, sorry, Angie, lost you again. Actually, you didn't fall out. You just kind of went offline, but you're there. You didn't
Well,
disappear.
I'm chatting with the Restream people also.
Oh, okay. Okay. Renee, we're doing Renan O'Brien. How do you say it? Renan. We're doing psychic tarot readings, mediumship reads, whatever energy comes through. We're doing that. That's what I call another Don Angie jaw dropping moment. Closest I can get to a draw. Thank you, Harley. You're so kind. You're too kind. Appreciate that. Anyway, no, but definitely, I don't be surprised if you get a new used car or because I just get that energy. I don't know if they're going to find one little thing and the little thing and you find like I'm done with it. And again, I think it all goes back to your economic situation changing because that is part of this whole picture that Angie was picking up. I think too then is because the economics is there, so that's going to change the picture. And you're going to need the car. By the way, you're going to need the car for the work. Hey, creating balance. Nice to see you in.
Oh my God. I saw her on Facebook. She liked something. I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen her in such a long time. And you know what? I instantly got a surge of like, just joyful energy. I
Yes,
love when she's around. She's really,
absolutely.
really just so peaceful and just so serene.
Yeah. Creating balance. Do you like a reading? Because it's been a long time. We'd love to give you one. That's for sure. Spiritual Princess also wants a reading. If we can give her one, if it's not too late.
Okay. Well, what was the other? Was there a Renee? Wasn't there a Renee we were supposed to be reading? And she said, "Can I put a question in?" And she never put the question in.
Oh gosh, I don't know. Could be.
There was a Renee that we were supposed to read, and she kept saying, she said, "Oh, can I? How do I get on the list? Or can I ask a question?" I was just like, "Put your question in."
Hey, Nikki, nice to see you in as well. Spiritual Princess, but I'm really drawn. If it's okay, Angie, I want to drawn to her for some reason. So, are you thinking about going back to school? There's something about education with you. I'm picking up something about education. Have you been thinking about a career change or going back to school or learning something different? Did you take an online course or something? There's something there's something I'm picking up about education with you. And if you're offered an opportunity to get something, even if it's an online course or maybe a TikTok course or what, I don't know what you call those courses where you can do it through AI, or not AI, but I mean through like, social media or whatever. There, I'm picking up. Take it, because I really do believe there's a spark. Something is sparking in you right now, a big change or a big kind of thing, and you're curious and you're wanting to see something different. And I'm picking up. And again, this is for Spiritual Princess. I think take the course. Take the course when it's offered to you, when it pops up or whenever, whatever. Take it. Also, are you in the metaphysical community? Because I see you doing metaphysical work. I see you actually expanding your metaphysical skill set. And I think that you should, again, or Renee James maybe is that you with them, Angie, because they just popped, that name just
Okay.
popped up there. Anyway, so let me know if you are a Spiritual Princess or also again in the metaphysical. But maybe this class is around the metaphysical. Maybe it's something like that. Are you a medium already, Spiritual Princess, or is that something maybe you were curious about? I'm learning and growing spiritually, and I'm thinking of going back to school for psychology. Absolutely do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm being told, because that's why I was drawn to you. Go back to school. Get the credentials. Do that. You're going to love it. You are a medium. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, good, good, good. I was picking that up. But I think that you need to practice more, because I'm getting the feeling like, I think you feel like you still have stumbling blocks, and we all do, of course. And the only way to get over those is practice more. So Spiritual Princess, practice more. If you can get some more practice in, volunteer to do it for friends and family and anybody else who will listen. Do it, do it, do it. And also make sure you're opening all your chakras and your clairs. Make sure you're paying attention to sight, sound, smell, feelings, everything. Because again, mediums live in that very quiet space between noise and silence. That's where we get the feelings, which we're in our feels, as they say in these days. We are definitely in those areas. So go with that space, go with that energy. But also watch some online, and also if you can take, do some classes on it to do it. But definitely spend some more time with that. But definitely go back to school with the psychology stuff, because I'm really being shown that your opportunities are going to open up with education. For you specifically, education is a key. And I don't know, and again, with you talking about psychology, it makes sense because you have to have the education for psychology. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Anything else you had there, Angie, from Miss Spiritual Princess?
No, I'm sorry, I was working with the
With Restream?
yeah.
Okay, super.
Oh my goodness, I did something. I don't know what I did. You
Oops.
told me to send them.
Well, that's what I got for you, Spiritual Princess. Yeah, and again, just keep growing. The mediumship is amazing when you make a mediumship hit, and it just gives such confirmation. It makes your life shine. It makes your internal light shine. And so keep growing in that way too. Don't ever go quiet with that. Love it and embrace it continuously. I love that. Yes. Thank you so much for that. And then Renee James, Angie was picking up energy for you, and when she's finished, we'll get back to you. So remind us, Renee, okay? Because we don't want to forget that. Hey, Terry T, nice to see you in. My gosh, Angie told me you were on today, and she's like, you won't believe who was on. So Terry T, it has been so long. Oh my goodness, nice to see you. It's like a home week. A lot of folks that we haven't seen in a while popping in. Over the last 2 weeks. I'm loving that. It's great. Anika Moore, 1503. Can I be considered? Absolutely, we can consider you, Anika. Anika, who recently did the? It's like a tumble or a fall. Who did the? Thank you, Princess says thank you. I appreciate you, and I do need to practice more mediumship because I usually type everything, and I just recently started finding my video voice. Yes, wonderful. Thank you so much for that. Again, back to Anika. Anika, who took the fall recently? Somebody took a fall. Was it you or was it a family member who took a fall? I'm talking literal fall, not taking a fall for a bad deed or something. not taking a rap, if you know what I'm saying. I'm talking actually a fall. Who might that be? Do you know who that might be that took the fall? Because the information and energy is about them. That's why I'm being drawn to a fall. Was it maybe an aunt or an uncle, or could it have been a child who took a fall down the steps or something? I'm being told, let me just give you the information, and you can process it later, okay? Because I don't want to get tied down into it. I fell. Oh, you fell. Okay, so it's you. Okay. Well, that's the confirmation I needed then. Okay, super. So, well, not super that you fell, super that we connected in that sense. So I fell off the ride day before yesterday, maybe, because the day before tomorrow. Anyway, yeah. I'm being told that you need to be cognizant of what you don't see. Something latent, some latency, like a latent injury or latent something is going to show itself up. So be careful and be cognizant. Make sure that you don't overexert yourself too quickly from that. Don't push yourself too much, because there's still a latent kind of thing. I don't know if it's like a muscle. Um, the day before yesterday. Okay, good. Yeah. I'm being told there's some latent issue that's going to pop up. So be careful that you don't, because you may have like a muscle, like muscle bruise or something that isn't showing up yet, or is a delay. And I don't want you spraining something more or hurting something more because you weren't aware that it's not as strong as you thought it might be. So please be cognizant for the next week of your body. Listen to your body. And if something else starts acting strange or you start getting something happening, make sure you listen to your body and don't stress it further. And you may even wind up having to maybe visit a doctor to find out that something isn't long-term, whatever. I don't see any long-term serious damage, but again, I'm asking you to be cautious and be careful, because what I am picking up is that there's something that you haven't seen or don't know that is injured, that is still sensitive. And if you put too much weight or too much pressure or something on it, you may wind up worsening the recovery time. So be cognizant, please. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm picking up. That's what I'm picking up for you. Let's see if there's something else. You switched. I can't hear you.
You disappeared, and then when it popped back up, you were on that side. Because Restream told me that they said, "Can you ask him if he's hardwired in?" And I was like, "I don't know if
No,
you're on Wi-Fi or you're
I'm
hard."
Wi-Fi. Yeah,
He's
the
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi router is right above me. Yeah, it's like right on the next level up. But no, I'm not. I'm not hardwired in. Let's see. Anyway, that's what I got for you, Anika. That's about all the energy I'm picking up. That's the issues that needed to be addressed for you from what I was picking up. Let's see who else here. Unless Angie, did you pick anything up?
Okay, who are we reading?
Anika, and then we'll go back to Renee James. Okay.
Okay.
And what I picked up was about her fall that she'd taken, and sure enough, she had.
So
And
she first asked about a relationship, and then she said, "Can she change it to career?" So let me see.
okay, I totally didn't pick up on any of that. I mean, I wasn't paying attention. I just
I
picked up
just remember her saying, "Can I change my question?"
okay.
after I did the last one. So that's what I remember.
Angie's so good at memory. I'm telling you, often Angie will remind me, "Oh, we read for them, whatever." I'm like, oh, I'm terrible, and Angie has an amazing memory. I love that.
Immediately when I see it, and Kita, I see like a bouquet of flowers in your hand, and they're all budding. So I feel like you've been holding on to this position or to this career for a while, and now things are starting to bud and starting to see and are going to start growing. Like you're going to see some growth, like in your hand. Like what you want is literally in your hand, and you've been holding on to this for a while. Like you planted the seeds and you've been nurturing it, you've been watering it, and you're just like, okay, when is it going to happen? When am I going to see growth? When am I going to see growth? It's kind of like putting a seed in the ground and going back every day to check. Okay, did it bust through the ground yet? Is it a tree yet? Is it a rose yet? Is it whatever? And they're showing me like you've held on to this. It's been small, but now it's going to start growing. And once it does, you're going to have to transfer it from the pot that it's in into the ground. So to me, that means you need to be a little bit more grounded. Like whatever opportunities you're going to have, you're not going to be able to hold them anymore because they're going to get too big for you. So you need to go and plant them in the ground. You need to put your seeds in the ground. So more solid ground, more foundation. So I was going to say, are you thinking about going back to school? Because they're making it seem like you have to now, you need a little bit more education, or you need something that'll elevate you to the next level, or that'll give you like a little bit more stability. So are you considering going back to school? Oh, you're a new intern. Oh, you're an intern. Okay, that's why it's okay. And the seniors are okay. Got it. So that means you just probably finished school if you're an intern. So you just finished. That's the seed that you planted, and now you're trying to make it to the real thing, like to graduation, or you've graduated and now you're trying to move to the next level. I do see you moving on, but I feel like you're gonna have to leave. And you said you have to be there for 2 years, I think is what I heard. You just completed college, right? I feel like I heard you say you have to be there for 2 years. I think you're just going to have to assert yourself a little bit and let them know, like, I have this education, I have this experience. It just feels like they don't know what you can do. And so they assume that you can't. It reminds me of a job that I have. Like I had maybe 15 years of experience at that point. I had 2 college degrees at that point. And when they brought me into this new job, all of the ladies there had been there 25 years or more, and they were ready to retire. And so everything they kept saying was, oh, I retire in 2 years. And so they really didn't want to teach me anything. And then they were giving me meaningless tasks. Like, oh, can you make an Excel sheet for a finance sheet? Oh, can you make a list of this? Like they wouldn't give me any real tasks. And I feel like you're going to have to step up and say, listen, can you give me this to do? Or is there something else I can work on? Like maybe go to the person who is in charge of the interns or who's over you and say, hey, can you give me something that is bigger than what you're giving me? Because I just don't think they see the skills or your level of expertise, because I feel like you have it, but you're just going to have to plant some foundational things. Oh, okay. Compulsory. Is this healthcare? Is that what's going on? Is this healthcare and you have to stay there to is that what that is? But I feel like they're just not giving you the opportunities. And if you speak up and say, hey, um, give me more opportunities, or let me jump in on this project. Like if you speak up a little bit, they'll allow you to do it. They just don't know what your grit is the word that they use me. They don't know what your grit is, and they don't know how hard you work for this. And so they just see you as, oh, like you're like my daughter, and you have to, oh, nope, it's auditing of companies. Oh, okay. Hmm. Yeah, I just don't think that they see what your skill level is. And if you're like, hey, let me do something else, like I've done that for weeks or I've done this for days, when am I going to get to do something else? When are you going to put me on a project that's really what I want to do? Or just ask them, what is their plan for you? Like, okay, like when you have your one-on-one or when you meet with your person who supervises you or whatever, just say, hey, what is the plan for me? Am I going to move on to something that's a little bit more complex? Are you going to put me on a project? Are you going to move me forward? This is what I've been doing. Maybe I can work on this. Is there somebody else who can, take me to the next level because I'm ready to do more, right? I don't think that they think you're stupid. They just may think that you're a little bit naive, or that you don't have the experience. A lot of times we think that new faces in don't know things. So maybe you can automate some stuff, or maybe you can show them a new technological way to do things and they just don't know how to do stuff like that. Um, Older people tend to be set in their ways sometimes and want things to be a specific way. And that's what it was with those ladies. Like they would tell me, oh, this is going to be tough, or oh, this is going to be that, but they didn't want to release the information so that I could actually do the steps. They just wanted me to see how it was, like, oh, this is the meeting we're going to have and this is what we're going to be doing. But they didn't want to give me the things that I need to be a participant in it. And in that industry, I just wasn't knowledgeable. In that industry, I wasn't knowledgeable in what they were doing. Like I understood compliance, but in the area that they were doing or what they were doing, I was just very I was just very inexperienced in it. But had they allowed me the opportunity to actually work on a task that made sense, or that wasn't like create a sign-in sheet, I could have, advanced, and they just weren't allowing me that opportunity. If this is something that you really want to do, you're going to have to say, hey, can you, what is your plan for me to move forward or to get the skills that I need? This is what I feel like is going on. Like they think that I'm too inexperienced and they won't give me anything. Right. So just speak up is how I feel like it should be, right? That's what I think it is. You just need to speak up and speak to the person who's maybe in charge of your assignment and say, hey, is the plan for me to move on to a new task? Is the plan for me to work with different people? Are there any opportunities coming up on a project or on an audit thing that I can do something different? So you may just have to speak up and advocate for yourself, because they do show me you holding, what it is, like you've been nurturing this and you're ready to move on to something different. You just may have to speak up and say, hey, I know how to do this stuff. I've learned this stuff. Can you give me something else to do? Right? They're supposed to teach you. Okay, exactly. So, or are you just overly eager about like, listen, I've been here. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready. And they're like, nope, you got to learn all of these steps before you get to that. But I just feel like you just need to speak up and tell them what it is you need to be, because you seem to be ready. You just need to be allowed the opportunity to do it. So I hope that helps you. Oh, they're giving you clerical work. Yeah, I would be like, the next time they give you something like that, I would be like, okay, are there any opportunities coming up where I could do something a little bit more along the lines of what I went to school for? Like, oh, okay, can you give me some auditing tasks? Can you give me some blah, blah tasks that are not clerical? Because I feel like they're giving you their leftover work or the things that they don't want to do. Like, oh, I've done this. Let her do this. Let her file this. Let her do that. Let her do like the meaningless tasks. And you say, hey, are there opportunities coming up where I can actually do this, this, and this, and speak to the knowledge of what you know? Like if it's a task that you know, are there any opportunities for me to do blah, 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 and speak it in a knowledgeful way? I just don't feel like they understand your level of what you know how to do. Because depending on, an intern could come in and the level of what you know could be varied based on, or what you want to do. And so just ask for the opportunities, right? So that's where I feel like it is. Like, can you give me a task that relates to this? Or when am I going to get to do these opportunities? Or this is what they told me I was going to do. When are we going to get to those things? Like, this is what the internship says. When are we going to get to those skills? But I feel like it's coming. You just have to kind of initiate it and speak up for yourself. And I feel like that's the reason that they're saying that, is because as the job goes along, you're going to have to speak up. You're going to have to speak with authority. And if you can't do it now, when you're putting those complicated decisions, like if you're doing auditing, people usually don't like to be audited in any way, right? So if you're telling me all the things that I did wrong or all the things that I didn't get it right, because when our QA findings come out, when our quality assurance report comes out every single month, I'm just like, oh, okay. So the last one that came out, they gave me a finding and I was like, oh no. So I went to look for what it is that they said that I did wrong. And I said, oh no, the thing that you're asking for is here. I took a screenshot of it. I put the date. I said, it's there. Please let me know if this was missed or if there was something wrong with the documentation that I put in there. Right. So now I'm waiting on them to come back. So usually in an auditing situation or where your work is going to be audited, they're going to be defensive. So you're going to need to be able to speak with authority on why you're citing them for whatever it is that you're citing them for. So if you can speak up now, as you get into that actual position, you'll be able to speak with authority later. So that's how they're making it seem to me. So I hope that helps.
Super.
Not in the future. I feel like it'll be immediate if you speak up. So that's what I got for her.
Super. So, and you were going to do, who was it? Renee?
I don't think that's the same Renee. Like the one that came up. I don't know that that's the same one. It could be, but that name didn't look familiar.
Okay. Okay. Super. Anybody else you're kind of drawn
to? Whoever you pick, I'll go ahead and tap in. I'm still speaking.
Let me ask about this, okay? Because I'm hearing Lucy's mom. Lucy's mom. If anybody out there has a sister or a cousin or themselves, again, Lucy's mom, is Lucy's mom here? Because I'm picking up, again, Lucy's mom. So if anybody here is a daughter of Lucy, or maybe even a niece, because again, this could be a message for the sister or brother of yours, but Lucy's mom. Lucy's mom. Lucy's mom. I keep hearing Lucy's mom. Lucy's mom. And chirping. But then again, there's the delay. So if anybody's here who has a daughter, Let's see, Nikki Colbert. I am you're Lucy's. You are actually Lucy's mom. Okay, okay. All right, Nikki. So did you lose a mom or grandmother? Because again, this is a female energy that's saying she's reaching out to you, Lucy's mom. Do you have a mom or a grandmother on the other side? Because this is a female energy that I'm talking to right now, who said Lucy's mom. What's up with the autism? Is there does one of your children have autism? Is it because she also just said autism to me. No, I understand, Nikki. We were talking. I'm asking you. Did you have a mother or a grandmother who's on the other side? And are you connected to autism in some way? Do you deal with autism, ADD, the spectrum, ADD, ADHD, autism? Because I'm getting. They told me autism, but I'm also seeing the ADHD thing pop up in my head. Is that something? And are you comfortable? You lost your grandmother's. Okay, so this probably is one of the. This is a grandmother, but I think it's your mother's mother. By the way, this is not. Because again, they showed me the mother line, and that's why I'm saying your mother or your grandmother on your mother's side. So is your grandmother on? It sounds like it said plural. It means yeah. Okay. I think we are on the spectrum. I think we are on the. Okay? You think you guys are on the spectrum? Okay. Okay. Where does Okay. So she's showing me 3 kids. Do you have 3 children, or did your mother have 3? But it's 2 girls and a boy. So is the 2 girls and a boy yours? And is Lucy one? Lucy would then be one of those girls. Is Lucy your youngest, or your youngest of the girls? It sounds like the boy is the youngest. So I'm asking 10 questions. I did it again, Angie. I did it again. Oh my God. When you answer yes or no, could you do me a favor and tell me what the yes and no is for? Because again, I just gave you 10 billion questions and I should have slowed down a little bit, but I'm there. This woman has a lot of energy and she really wants to share this information. So first of all, do you have 3 children? And if so, is it 2 boys, 2 girls and a boy? Lucy's mom. So is the son Noah? Because I'm picking up a Noah too. Lucy's, Lord knows we don't know. She has 3 kids. We'll see. And what's the tie to music? Nikki, you're still here? Lucy's my youngest. You have 5 kids. Okay, so they're showing me 3. They're showing me 2 girls and a boy. Why is it only 3 they're showing me? Interesting. But is one of your kids Noah? You have a Noah. Okay. Oh, but it's interesting. They corrected me. Noah's a girl? Is Noah a girl? Because I said boy, and I just got the correction like Noah is a girl. Is that right? And was my assumption wrong? It was a boy. I guess because it was my assumption. Is Noah a girl or a boy? So the music connection is your husband he plays music. Okay. But he writes his own songs though, right? Because they're showing me him doing some of his own stuff. Yeah. Okay. But can you tell me what is the Noah a boy or a girl? Because they're telling me it's a girl. They're saying something about girl. Noah. Oh. Whew. And I have 4 boys. You have 4 boys and 1 girl. Wow. So I was off. I was way off. For some reason, I was seeing 2 girls and a boy. Okay. So this is, but the energy, I mean, this is definitely, sounds like your energy. I mean, everything else is adding up. Why is it the 2 girls? But you have a Noah. And so the Noah is a boy then. I was right. Okay. In that sense. But Lucy's the girl. Lucy girl, Josh, Danny, Noah, Jonah, boys. And yes, he writes his own. Yes. Okay. But okay, so is that his career? Because I'm feeling like he really, again, he's good enough that it could be his career. And your grandmother is. I'm trying to get more information about her. She gave me tons of information about you guys, but she's not giving me a whole bunch about herself, because I'm really wondering why we're not picking up her energy about herself so much. But she was very family oriented, so for her the family was everything. So that makes sense in that sense, that she wouldn't focus so much on herself. But she is talking about so is Lucy just did Lucy just start school this year? Is this a new thing for her or something? Because I'm getting a change for her, and I'm feeling she's stressed. And that's the grandmother's message, is Lucy's feeling stressed right now, and she's going through a transition, or she's going through something that's difficult for her. So what I would suggest to you, from what she's telling me, she's giving me information to tell you, is that pay attention to the little intricacies of her behavior, because she's in a stressful situation right now, or she's stressing on something, and she just may need a little bit of extra attention right now. Oh, interesting. Oh, he wants it to be a career. He makes donuts for a living. We live in my grandmother's old house. Oh, that's why again, and that's the one that, yeah, that's probably why she's coming through, because she's there with you in the house often too. Interesting. That's great. But give a little extra attention to the daughter right now, because she needs it. And again, she's showing me about school. So I don't know if it's like a new school or new to school or something, but there's this energy about school and about starting school and that kind of stuff. Interesting. Okay. Who's her? Who? Yeah. Okay. Picking up this friend. It's about a friend too. There's a friend situation there. So Lucy's in 4th grade. She broke her arm and is having surgery on Friday. Oh, so that's why they're bringing attention to the daughter with her health. That's why she needs the extra care right now. Makes sense. Okay. All right. A little slow to get to it. I get it. Thank you for clarifying that. Yeah, she needs a little extra. No wonder she needs a little extra attention. That's why she's saying it. So give her a little extra loving care. Definitely. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, give her some extra care, because she just needs a little TLC, a little more TLC, mom, a little more TLC. And yeah, they're don't be surprised if they're on the spectrum, but just watch out for them on the spectrum issues, like whichever kids are on the spectrum issues, because again, she's showing me there's kids on the spectrum, and it's like ADD, ADHD, and even into autism, but slight autism. It's not like the really it's not like the far end of the spectrum. It's just there's on the spectrum. So. Yeah, Mama, give her a little extra care. Okay, give her extra care and love. But know that your grandmother's there, and she's always with you. And even when you're in tears, and you're there sitting on the side of the bed in tears, and you feel like you're alone, she's there with you. She's there with you. Okay. And again, you live in her house. It makes sense that she would be coming back there, because that's the core base for her. So you're loved. You are loved. Okay. And your husband adores you, by the way. I don't know if you've been having some questions there, or just not enough time for them because of the kids, but know that your husband adores you. Don't question that. He adores you absolutely, and support his music. He's a big guy. I mean, he's like I'm getting this big teddy bear, this big guy. Does he have a beard like me? Because I'm getting beard too. Of course, he's younger. I'm getting dark hair, but I'm getting beard and a big guy. That's what I'm picking up. We are self-diagnosed, and I haven't looked into it. Don't worry about it. I'm not saying look into it, but don't be surprised if you find that there's on the spectrum there, because I'm picking that up. And Grandma's saying that, and she's like, but it wouldn't hurt to know if there's some help you can get. Though it's interesting. My son I have one that has ADD and ADHD, and I have one that is like ADD. And the ADHD kid, they tell him don't give him caffeine, right, Angie? They said don't give caffeine to these kids. Do you know what? I would give caffeine to my son, because of his ADD and ADHD. When he gets caffeine, it brings him down. It doesn't amp him up. It's the opposite. It's the opposite of us. His biology.
Was that me and you having that discussion about giving the doctor said to give the kid coffee? Or did I see that on TV?
You may have heard it from me.
Just heard this story where a little kid had 80. Oh no, my friend, her grandson. They just found out he has ADHD, and the doctor said give him coffee. He's a little boy, and I was like, really? He said it has a different effect on them. It calms him down. Exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Exact words. The doctor told her to give him coffee. Yeah. He's about 6 or 7. And I was like, that's weird. He said, I know it seems strange, but give him coffee, not too sweet, not too whatever, just enough that he'll drink it, and it'll calm him down. It won't send him off to the other
it's
side.
the opposite for their brain is wired. Yep.
Yep.
and they come down. He
Okay.
would chill down, boy. And it's like
Well,
they're like, don't give him coffee, whatever. And it's like, especially for ADD kid, no, for ADHD, this ADHD kid, my child, and sounds like others. We gave him coffee and he could sleep. He'd go to sleep. He's like, okay, give me
yep,
this.
yep,
He'd
yep, yep,
take
yep,
an
yep,
extra
yep.
shot, and
Because
because
she was concerned about the dosage of medicine they were gonna
yep,
give, and she
yep,
was like, maybe ask them. Because this is grandma saying,
mhm,
maybe you should ask them to lower the dosage and not start them so high. And then
mhm.
the doctor also suggested the coffee. Yeah. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, Don.
Yep. No, it worked. My son, it worked wonders for him. He would take a double shot. He'd take Puerto Rican coffee, which is strong as can be, and he would drink that, and boom, he could rest, he could relax, he could sleep, and yeah, it was good for him. It was very good for
Oh
him.
my! Look at all this
Yeah.
knowledge in the chat. Terry T saying that his coffee is good, 3 cups
Mhm.
a day. Caffeine calms me down. Like all these people are in there saying that. Yes.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
Okay.
Wow, that's wonderful. Thank you for sharing that energy, Nikki. And again, I kept hearing Lucy's mom. Lucy's mom. Somebody was coming through, and I'm like, who is who is Lucy's mom? I love it. I love it. And now we know it's
Oh,
it's a
that's
broken
nice.
arm. It's like, oh my God, how terrible, how crazy, but wonderful. She'll be fine by
Listen,
the
study
way.
helper who said that Bustelo, or I think. Listen, I tried that. It'll give you a charge. It'll definitely give you a charge. I tried that coffee somebody suggested, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. I
Puerto
could run a
Ricans,
block. I could run a block after a couple of that.
yeah, Puerto Ricans drink Bustelo. That's
Yeah.
one of the they drink also the one in the blue. I can't remember what the one in the blue is, but I remember Bustelo because it's like yellow with I think brown or
Yep,
orange
with
on the top.
red or blue writing. I
Yep.
remember because somebody suggested, and I tried it, and I
Yep.
was like, oh, okay, that'll give you a charge, definitely.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
Exactly. Look at y'all being so knowledgeable in the chat. I like that.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, thank you, Nikki. Is that Nicole? What?
Nikki Colbert,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, Nikki. Thank you, Nikki, for sharing that with us. Appreciate it. And yeah, tell your husband keep going at it, keep strong, because you know what? It's there. He's going to be recognized soon. So
What
it's going to
instrument does
happen.
he play?
I'm
Is it a
sorry.
guitar? What instrument does he play, or what music does he play an instrument?
I'm picking up like a guitar,
That's
but
what
I
I
think
got too.
yeah,
Um,
but I think
and
he
does he
mixes his
like?
own
Did
stuff
she say
too.
he worked like he does? He currently do like nightclub shows, or is he in a band? Is that what she said?
I
Because
don't
I
know if
get
he
that
said that,
energy.
but I see him playing
Oh,
music and I see him recording his own music. And he needs to be Nikki. You need to making him be on social media, like on YouTube or TikTok or TikTok, I guess it is TikTok, and creating some shorts with his music and put him out there. Get him out there with his music because I think his music needs to be heard. It sounds like I get the feeling his music isn't like it doesn't. It's not the standard usual stuff. It's very edgy and it's very like it's very I don't know maybe a folkish or something. I don't know. I'm getting it's like that doesn't fit in this. It's not pop and it's not it's like that. It's more very hymn. I get that edgy hymn energy.
I get like a nighttime club energy. Oh yeah, the guitar. That's what I saw. Oh,
Yeah.
he works at night making those. So I get a nighttime like a dark club, kind of like blue lighting, neon lighting around, and I feel like he's directing the band, like he's directing the music flow or the
Yeah.
next song or whatever. He seems to be very talented.
Mhm.
He just needs to speak up with it. Is there a strong religious tie in your family too? Like I feel like maybe religion kind of blocks a little bit of what goes on in the family.
Is Polar Bear payphone? Is that like his social thing or something? Is he the big guy? Because again, I got the big guy part of a few minutes ago. I was seeing a big guy. Is that why you call him Bear? Because I see a bigger guy. Polar Bear. Again, is that his social media
And
thing?
if he's not playing in clubs or in small venues, I feel like that's coming. Like that's what
Yeah.
he's showing me. Like it's going to be a progression. And I
Yep.
get that. Like, don't be worried about the age.
Hmm.
Oh, he has a couple of different sounds. Yeah, music is definitely something that is going to pop off or move forward with him.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, because I saw the guitar too, but I see him more in a smoky kind of setting, and not necessarily because of cigarettes, just kind of like maybe that's the atmosphere that they're creating with a little smoke
Hmm.
and illusion. But the music does seem like it's really it's nice, like it's entertaining, like it's a
Yeah.
small crowd or a niche crowd. It doesn't
Yeah.
seem like it's like, oh, we're just out here, like a very popular sound, but it's a niche crowd and they really do enjoy the music. But I do see him being more of the person who directs the sound for the group or for the band. And I don't
Yeah.
know if he's a part of a band, but that may be coming up.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing all that. I appreciate it.
Oh,
Is his
that's his latest music. That's what he wants to play. Polar Bear Payphone is his latest music. I don't know what that means.
I have to look that up because I'm not sure what that means either. But
Definitely feel like music is on the rise for the family, and
yeah.
that he's going to be more in a like choreographer, not coordinate everything
Mhm.
that goes on with the band or forming the band. And it feels like really low key and laid back. It's like it's not like a lot of they don't like a lot of drama. They just here for the music and the enjoyment of it. Like
Yeah.
the whole group of them are really into the sound and into the relaxation of it. It doesn't feel like they, oh, we just want to be popular. Oh, we just want to go viral. Like they really are into the sound of it and the coordination of it.
Well, start get posting more on social media. Put that music out there. I mean, it's in little snippets. I mean, that little video I made for my book. It's only a 15-second thing, but again, that music it hooks you, and then you're like it. And then Angie and I we created the music for our intro and our exit when we play it. And so it's like after a while you're like, man, you play it and people start picking it up and they start like, oh, I like that, I want to hear
When
more.
I heard the song, I said it sounds like Reba. So a sound, you develop a
Yep.
sound, and I feel like he's very good at developing a sound for
Mhm.
people.
Exactly. Well, thank you again, Nikki,
He
for
said
sharing.
Christian hip hop. If religion is an issue, just saying. Oh, I just feel like religion plays a big part in your family, and I didn't know if it was something that was blocking anything that was going on because they showed me rainbows for when I got into your energy, Nikki. But I didn't get it in the normal way that I get. Normally, when I get rainbows, I get sunshine and lollipops, which means good things are coming. And not to say that good things aren't coming, but I didn't get it in that way. I got it as maybe a stumbling block in that, so I didn't know if there was LGBTQ going on in your family too, and maybe religion was the tie or the blocking or the something. But I got a religious aspect to the rainbow that they gave it to me. So
Definitely,
that's
we'll
what
look them up. Absolutely. Let me write that down, by the way, too.
Polar Bear Payphone.
I love the name even.
Hmm. Does that have a significance, Nikki? Like, why did he choose that? Because that, not that it's a weird name, but it's a unique name. Like, I feel like it has a significance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that was a good reading, Nikki. I like that. And I like the grandmother was who came through, Don.
Yes, the grandmother came through to bring that, and she lives in the grandmother's house, which I think.
Oh, got it. That's where the religion comes in. Because she says they are religious and she's on a spiritual journey that her mom is not, sees as bad. Okay. Because I saw religion as a block.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Listen, let me tell you something. My mom doesn't believe in this that I do. She's made comments about it. It's just not something that we discuss. I'm on my own journey. And what I see is my mom lived her life the way that she wanted to live her life. And I live my life the way that I want to live my life. Whether she's aligned with it or not, I still love her. I just don't discuss this part of my life with her, or I don't discuss this journey with her. Like if she asks about it, I will be more than open to tell her about it, but you're not going to control my life with your belief system. Like you can't make me have faith in your religion, or your faith can't make me believe something, right? Can't make me believe in your way. I'm going to be on my own journey and allow me time to explore. One of the things that I remember when I was in church, one of the pastors said he explored all the other religions. Like he explored every other religion, Buddhism, Hinduism, all the other ones. And it didn't stray him away from his Baptist roots. It just it brought him more in. So either you can't be afraid to explore other things thinking that it's going to tear you away. Maybe it's a foundation that needs to be broken apart so that you can pull it back together. So be okay with exploring your roots and things that make you comfortable. Always pray for your protection. And honestly, overall, you probably believe in the same God. It's just the rules and regulations that allow you to either expand your spirituality or constrict your spirituality. I felt like religion constricted my spirituality, where when I was open to it, it allowed me different ways to reach the higher power. So just don't let religion restrict you. It should elevate you and grow your connection with whoever it is that you believe in. So again, like I said, my mom doesn't believe in everything that I do. And so this is just a part of my life that I don't share with her. Good night, Miss Bonnie. Oh, okay. Okay. I mean, whatever you believe in, if maybe that may be an opportunity for growth, maybe it's time for you to move on from that dwelling if it is causing you fear. Like maybe that's the opportunity growth for you to move on to something bigger and better. So again, love and blessings to you in whichever way you decide to go.
Well, Miss Angie, we've been at it for 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh my gosh, Don, it doesn't even feel like it. It was just
I know.
boom, 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 boom. Everything was so nice and lovely.
And we ended on such an amazing energy read, which is wonderful. I love it.
Yes.
So it's like, let's not push it.
And I like what Nikki said, all is love. I like that. She says, I believe in all love, all is one. I like that. I do. I love that, Nikki.
Absolutely.
Have we seen Nikki in the chat before? Have we ever read her?
I don't think so. No.
I've seen
Nikki,
the name
did we read for you
before.
before? Because I don't think we have. It doesn't ring a bell, but Lord knows, your grandmother wanted you to be read tonight, that's for sure.
I just see growth for her. Like I don't see anything that is going to hold them back.
Yeah. So, well, folks, we are done for the evening. Thank you all so much for coming in. It's with your energy that you bring into us that opens us and gives us the opportunity to practice what we do, and we love it. And we do paid readings. So if you want to reach out to us individually for paid readings, we do that. And they are so long readings and we go into a lot of stuff. These readings are just a very, we're just touching the surface with these, okay? But we do again. So if you want private readings, but they are paid, by the way. So if you want private readings,
Carly's already gone onto his site, and she said she put it up on IG, and they are good.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Harley. Yeah. So I'll everybody check out Polar Bear Payphone and give that guy some love. Give Nikki and the family some love. And I'm sure they'd appreciate that.
Oh, she said she even came to class once.
Oh, she did. Oh my God, I'm so terrible. My memory is.
Well, Don, I don't remember either. So look, don't feel bad because I don't remember. I've seen the name. I just didn't know if we had ever read her before. Okay. Well, this reading seemed like it was a delight for you. So I love that. It was great for you.
Absolutely. All right. Well, thanks everybody again for coming in. We'll be back next week, same bat time. Well, not exact same bat time. We try to get in at the same time, but we get close. It will be Wednesday evening.
Technically, we were here at 6 o'clock. We were just talking behind the scenes before we hit start.
Absolutely. And don't forget this. We just started this Lunar New Year. It's the Fire Horse year. So take advantage of that. Picture. I love that image. It's wonderful, So don't
Maybe
forget
I need to tap into that Fire Horse.
Absolutely. That's a lot of energy that way. And don't forget also, if you have a chance, check out the book. And this is this is my love right now, and that's my book, The Silence 2000. It's my first fiction book. I can't help it. I just love that commercial. I mean, I made it, but I still, I love it. I think it encapsulates.
Reba to sing it for you.
And everybody, guess what? I will be staying at that hotel. It's the Jerome Grand Hotel in Jerome, Arizona. I will be staying at that hotel in early March in that room that I wrote the story about, because it takes place in a specific room at the Jerome Grand Hotel, and because the subtitle is Whispers at the Jerome Grand. And that's where a psychic medium finds out someone was killed in the room, and they have to find the murderer and reunite the person with their locket.
That is so exciting, Dom. Yeah, that is so exciting.
And of course, my colleague in crime, finding the victim, is right here. So she's actually, Angie and I are both in the book, and we go on this mission to solve the crime and reunite Libby with her locket. And so
I do say so myself. Angie in the book is so I just like her. I just like Angie in the book. I'm just telling you. You should read Angie in the book and see if she's a lot like Angie right here.
Absolutely. And this won't be the only one, by the way. There are more to come because I'm working on others. So, and Angie follows me along with those as well. So, and don't be surprised when those sweat out. So, anyway, yeah. Thanks again for coming in. We appreciate it. And again, on Amazon.com. I have a few books on Amazon. That's just my most recent one, but my first fiction one. So, there you go. Angie, what's up
Kay,
for the weekend?
I don't know if Kay is still on here, but Kay said something, and we may not have saw in the chat. She said she said in March, our stream was gonna blow up, like our viewership was gonna blow up. So I
Oh,
wanted to acknowledge that. And Kay,
oh
in
yeah.
2 months, I do see something happening for you,
Mhm.
on the job front.
And Miss Angie, isn't there a day very soon that's like super important?
On
Would
the
we?
26th, I will be 50 people, 50, 50 on the 26th of
Exactly.
this month. I still haven't decided the restaurant down. Everybody keeps texting me, what restaurant are we going to? Where did you make the reservation? Did you make the reservation? I'm like, I got it. I'm going. I promise. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I have not done it yet. I think I'm gonna
Prioritize.
pick
Put yourself first.
Mastro's though.
Yeah, that would be nice. Mastros, if you do the Mastros, either the one in North Scottsdale or the one City Hall, either one, wonderful,
I'm
wonderful.
gonna do
We
North
always do the one in City
Scottsdale
Hall.
probably. Cause again, it was between Steak 44,
Mhm.
Dominic's,
Mhm.
Durant, and you mentioned Mastro, so I'm probably gonna pick that one because you said it was good, and you and Ed always pick good restaurants.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, that's where we spent. That's usually New Year's Eve we spend at Mastro City Hall, and we've done it for the last few years. This year we did it
Let me
at.
hurry up and make my reservations. We're going on the 28th, so I figure we got
Oh yeah,
10 days. We need to go ahead and make those reservations.
yep. Make that call. Absolutely. Yep, yep. So
All right.
50th Wednesday of life.
Oh yeah, exactly, 50.
All right, Angie, have a great weekend, and everybody else have a great weekend as well. And we'll be back next week again. Check us out, and also don't forget to check out our web pages and follow and subscribe. Okay, and when you do, you'll get noticed when we go live. All right. Have a great one, everybody. Adios. Let me get an image up here. I think we're gonna go out on the fire horse image. I love that, and then we'll do the music. There we go.
Step into the mystic zone tonight. Dawn and Angie shining bright with tarot cards and spirits near. Answers to your questions appear. Sonoran